And we are live. Hello, beautiful people. Sorry, stream a little delayed. I take no responsibility. I take no responsibility. I was told.
Oh man.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I will. I will. Let's just say
No,
things are out
no,
of my
no, it's
hands.
okay.
No, no, no.
It's
I'm
okay.
not gonna. I won't go. Look, they're gonna blame me
We
anyway.
don't have
They're gonna blame me anyway.
to disclose we don't have to disclose the reasons why, but I will say this time, not your fault.
Okay. Okay. I'll accept that. Um, how's it going, man? How you been?
Uh good, kind of. Good, but like not a lot of time in the fish room recently. The trip last weekend, end of summer stuff with the kids. So fishing was suffering a little bit, but otherwise pretty good. How about you?
Yeah. You you had that registration recently, the CARES registration. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
legit.
yeah. Um, no, it was cool. The website actually, the registration was easier than I thought it was going to be. I got my survey back, and they asked me for feedback on the registration process, which is you basically just put in information about your fish, when you got them, where you got them from. Nice, easy web form. But the thing that I was sweating over is that you have to include pictures, and the tank that I have these fish in is a tank that is functional, but is not pretty. It's
Yep.
functional because that they've been in that colony, they've been in that tank in the colony for since I got them, pretty much. It's like 5 years they've been in the same tank. But and it was beautiful in the beginning, but now it's not so much. So that's why I've been nervous about sending pictures in. But I sent it in, got my registration, and they actually gave me credit for when I received them. So
Nice.
that's cool. And that's nice of
Nice.
them. Keep me for as long as I
And
can.
tell the people which fish and just the CARES registration in case they don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, yeah, I should have done that. So the fish is killifish, Aphyosemion poliaci. It is a the population is Polyphamba. It's a West African killifish. Not the most colorful killifish. It's like bronze, but it's got like
I'm a,
really really nice yellow and really great spinach. And the males when they flare is really nice fish, really nice fish. A Bivitatum type if people are familiar. So um, yeah, so that's the fish that I got, and I did get it originally because of the CARES fish, and the CARES program is a conservation program for hobbyists to maintain in their fish rooms and a list of specific fish. There's the fish there. It's a
yep.
list of specific fish that you that are in the program based on how threatened they are in the wild. And so yeah, so I saw this fish, picked it up, but just never registered it until uh, last month, or at
Very
the very
cool.
beginning of this month. So
It's great. It's like it's cool to have an endangered fish, but it's also cool that there's a killifish they looked at enough to be like, this is a endangered killifish. 'Cause I feel like a lot of them, it's like they
yeah,
don't even know enough about their populations to say that. But all right, I'm back from the fish. All right, but all right.
no,
So
it's cool.
not a lot of time in the fish room, but you have been testing out a lot of foods. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. So you gave me a nice sampler pack from uh, what is it? Aquatic Provisions, right?
yep, yep.
Um, I've been trying them out, and yeah, they've been working for me. I mean, the fish have been eating them. The sampler came in a lot of different sizes. Some, a lot of different float types. Some floated a lot, some float a little bit, at various sizes, freeze dried, nice array of fish food, and the
Yeah.
fish seem to really enjoy it. So it's cool.
They sent the big sampler pack when I ordered food from them. It's like they I did the double dose. I already done the sampler pack, so I was like, I gotta see, I gotta see what the food snob thinks. So I mean, what's the percentage hit rate out of all of them? Was it like kind of because I feel like the freeze dried stuff especially kind of blends together after a while. It's kind of like okay, it's another freeze dried thing.
I'm not a big, so I'm a food snob because, well, I'm not really a food snob. I'm a brine shrimp snob. So the
My
other foods, I don't
apologies.
really care.
Okay, okay. If you say so. I feel like you're such a perfectionist that I just have a hard time believing it. But
Well, you know what it is? People recommend stuff and they'll be like, "Oh, this works. All fish eat it,"
mm.
right? And then I get it because it's like I have fish, and so if all fish eat it, this should be the perfect food for me. And I get the food and I use it, and all the fish don't eat it, or it just doesn't really work. And this goes for whether it's extreme or any big fish food that people talk about or swear by. It's like you gotta, and I have lots of killifish and I have lots of small fish and antlers and stuff like that, live bears. They don't all eat it, so I don't. Every time I try one,
yeah, no.
everybody doesn't eat it. So
Saying all fish eat something is just setting yourself up for a disappointed review. There's gonna be fish that doesn't want to eat it.
yeah, I don't know why people do that. And you know, the thing that I've picked up on is that the size is, I think, way more important than than people say. Like if you know, sometimes the food, if it's the right size, the fish will just pick up. But if it's the wrong size, they're not going to eat it. And I don't know how much the fish care about the flavor or the nutrition or whatever. Like I don't. I think the size is way more important than people give
Interesting.
credit for. Because I took of all the even in the samples that I got, the same, what is it, simple cichlid, I think is the one that I got,
Right here,
that came in like five. How many different sizes did they come in?
they got a bunch of different sizes. I have the two
Yeah,
millimeter pellets, I believe.
yeah.
Yes.
So I have a sample still of the 3.5 millimeter. There's a larger one that I gave put that in my larger thing, and I think there was a 1.5 and a point. They gave like there's a bunch of different sizes, and the difference in the reaction, the response in the different sizes is kind of crazy. So I
Mm,
think the point 0.8 to me was the perfect size,
interesting.
and that's already gone. And I'm trying to look and see what do I have. That's oh
Don't forget to use
the
code
cost does.
Bratton, man. When you
Oh
read.
yeah. Use the code. I'm gonna get, yeah, because I've been playing with a couple of other different pellets, and these other things are not the right size.
Yeah.
I got a green can. It's not the right size. I have extreme nano. It's not the right size.
So you think leaning on the
Simple
smaller
fix it.
size seems to be safer, the best bet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, like
I mean,
uh,
even
the size variation is nice, and it does seem like it's the same pellet, all different sizes, which is actually nice too, because then it's like okay, it's the honestly like their foods like they're it's not like they have like the quote unquote best ingredients as far as like you're not going to be impressed reading the label. But like the simple cichlid pellet is like one of the more solid ones. But for me, it's also the value of it too. Like you get a pound of I'm looking at their site right now. You get a pound of the 8 millimeter for $12. You know, like that's gonna
yeah,
last a
I never
while.
smelled it because I wanted to see how it smelled. See, that's where I kind of get lost. I was trying to, because I smell it, and if okay, it's gonna sound weird. I smell it. Does it
It
smell
smells
like
like
fish food, or does it smell like dog,
it
or does
smells
it
like
smell like
dog
dog
food.
food?
It
Right?
smells
Like
like dog or cat food. It does. It does.
that's kind of how and this is whatever. Everybody's got their way, but like if I smell a food and I'm like, this smells like fish food, I'm like, this is this is probably gonna be a good fish food. And if it smells like dog food, I'm like, whatever. They'll probably eat it.
Yeah.
But um, so anyway, uh, what I was talking about, but the sizes is the
Yeah.
most important.
Well,
Even the Australs.
I'm like that, but with the feel. Like to me, I feel it, and I'm like, okay, I feel potential. Like I think the fish are gonna eat this. Like it's not the softest pellet, but like I can tell, like to me, some of the other floating ones are a little hard. Like, and a fish will pick at something as it's falling if it's too big and get pieces of it off. But if it's too hard, then they just kind of like give up after one or two pecks.
Yeah.
Um, but
Oh,
that's interesting.
we were talking about. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you were talking about uh, the value. That's where you lose me because I do mostly live food. So a pound of fish food is too much for me to use in even like a month or two. And that's where it doesn't matter how much I get for a pound of food. Now I gotta split it and freeze it
Hmm.
and all that kind of stuff. Like it's not worth it.
Yeah, no. Um, Thank you very much. Sorry, I got my postcard lost in the mail. Look at this. It's
Oh,
a very nice drawing my mom gave me. Look at that crate. This is a
sweet.
crayfish. She went to a like some kind of insect collection place. Saw a bunch of cool stuff. Oh, that's a diving beetle in there, I think. That's cool.
Oh, wait, is that from the gift shop or is that a
No,
drawing that she
she
made?
drew this. She drew this, I believe. I'm not sure.
Sweet.
It looks like she drew it. Um, Now I swear by pepper grinders for pellets that are too big. Yeah, I have been using the electric spice grinder and grinding stuff down for sure. But okay, so on the value thing, so you're saying that you won't use it in a month, but like my thing, it says it expires in 2026. So like I'm good. Put it in the freezer, if you're paranoid. But like, what's the problem? You buy other
Uh,
foods. You're just like you want to use it in a month.
I mean, so you know I think you sent me that paper about food spoilage
Yeah,
and how much that impacts fish health.
yeah,
And
for sure.
so I'd rather not deal with the freezing. And then also I'm not at a point where it's like this food is my food, so I want a pound of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still kind of going through and trying to figure out
Yeah.
what works, what doesn't work, what do I like, what do I not like. And so to me, buying a pound of food, I don't know how much bang I'm getting for that.
Well, and by the way, what's up, couple fish? I see you with the spam. Jacket buttons art. Welcome, welcome, William Justice,
Yeah,
Fish
yeah, yeah.
Family.
Sorry.
No, it's a problem with
What's up, everybody?
this yap artist. Well, Camzex, legendary. I'm glad you've been missing the streams. Last stream was a good one for you to miss. I'm glad you missed that one.
Wait, glad who missed it? Me?
Yeah, I'm glad you missed that last one. That was a good one for you to miss. Uh, but okay, my argument for a pound is I get you. You're like, I haven't found my food. See, this is my thing. You're way ahead of me on live foods. Like, you have so many worms and stuff. Like, I still need something to fill in the gaps. So I think I'll use this in a month or two. Because I still use a decent amount of pellets. And the thing is, as far as the pellet stuff going, like, I'm not chasing, like, the perfect pellet right now. And I am doing things like grinding this up and adding spirulina and stuff to it like that. And, I can feed it to the worms. I can feed it to the isopods. I'm making my own little contract. So for me, something bulk like this lets me like modify it. I have enough that if I took like an extreme food and ground it up and added stuff to it, I felt like I just like flushed $30 down the toilet. Like with like with this, I have enough extra that I can kind of work because they like the other fruits are like good fruit, like they're expensive, so I'm not grinding those up.
No. See, I have a problem. So I'll go to the store and I'll see a food that I never tried before, and then I'll buy it, and then I'll have another food for that month. Get through. I got right now, and I've been trying to, in the past 3 months, I've been trying to get through all of my food. I've got
Yeah.
three,
Well, I
four.
gotta be honest. I did start. So I don't know. For people that don't know, I was trying to do a black soldier fly thing, but then it accidentally became a mealworm thing. And if you didn't know, mealworms aren't worms. They like turn into beetles. It's actually disgusting the way they look. Like when they're right before they turn to a beetle, it's like the shape of a beetle but solid white. It looks like someone put like jelly and like it's so gross. I just try not to look in the thing.
Oh,
But the second generation has come. So like the mealworms are all gone. They're beetles. Now there's beetles and mealworms in there, and I kind of just like had like a old thing of fish pellets, and I just dumped the whole thing in there, and I just see the ground start moving. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of like with the fish foods that don't go for the fish, I'm starting to like see a path. The dairy cows are kind of like that, but honestly, I'm trying not to think about the dairy cows because of how many there are. It's like a similar problem, but I feed them mostly floating plants and stuff at this point. But yeah, I just think you need
you
to
have to.
feed your dairy cows all that fish food. Is what I'm saying.
Um, yeah, I mean they get a good amount of it, and I got more pods too. So the other, I don't. Right now, the dairy cows they don't even get fish food too much anymore. They just get like,
Mm,
if they get jumpers, they get plant trimmings.
mm,
Uh, they don't get the best stuff anymore. But
wow.
you got to do a video on the soldier flies because when you were talking about it,
I'm going to do them.
okay,
The mealworms just took over is the
in my,
problem.
now in my mind, I was like, you're not gonna do these soldier flies. Like,
Understandable.
I've been waiting for an update on the soldier flies.
So like I got flies. I think that like their eggs got eaten or like dude, the meal I put mealworms in there and they took over. Also, like this is something I didn't advertise, but like there's some lavas that got in there. So there's like a ton of lavas in there as well for Celioscaper lava. So now I have two lava colonies by
Oh,
accident,
man,
but they're mixed in with mealworms. Um, and
that
it's
that sounds fun.
yeah, it's in. I don't really know what to do about it, but um, I will say that that being said, I have a place to put fish foods that are excess, and then shrimp in the isopods. You can feed whatever fish foods you need to get rid of. Honestly, I do that a lot.
Yeah, I don't have quite as many as you do, so I can't drop too many. It's like one or two pellets a
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
maybe,
You just gotta teach them to eat more,
till they
man.
start taking off.
Just gotta teach. You just gotta keep
I
dumping
mean,
in. Say finish your plate,
I
or you
feel like
can't
I
go to your room.
feel like I overfed. Well, I don't know. I still haven't figured out how much food to put in there. I feel like I don't know if I'm underfeeding them or overfeeding them. So
Mm,
I'm still trying to figure that out.
it is a process. I will say, so aquatic provisions, you feel like the main strength with this is things eat it, but it's the size you think that makes the difference. So 8 millimeter
Oh,
pellet,
it's the
that's the
variation in
winner.
size for sure.
Okay, okay,
Well, for me, yeah, for me in my room, that's the winner. But being able to get something in 3 or 4 different sizes is great. Like there's some foods that I think are good, and it's like, oh, I wish that was a little bit bigger. Like
right.
I don't want to drop too many things about it. Like I got the extreme because I like the size of it, and I was hoping that the co-op community pellet would be like the extreme, but more
Yes.
floaty and a little bit larger. But it's too big. It's not. It needs to be in. I need something in the
Yeah.
middle of the extreme and the co-op floating, and that
No.
point 0.8 simple cichlid is kind of that one that's right there in the middle. So
No, 100%. Because the community pellet for the co-op was the same to me. Because I did try the Nano Extreme, or like early on in my fish keeping, really liked it. So I kind of
yeah.
imagined it to be smaller. And it's funny you mentioned the floating because I don't know about you if it's true all the sizes, but these like float a really long, like way longer than anything else
Oh
that I've
yeah.
tried.
Yeah. They're super floaty. They're super That
I don't necessarily
the sugar
love it. It would be good for the smaller pellets for the Procatopus and stuff, but
Yep.
I wonder how to do with the fat content because it's 16% fat. That's pretty high. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, that is pretty high. I don't have all the ingredients on these. I gotta go look them up. Um, But you said it's 16% on the simple cichlid.
Yeah, so this is a 2 millimeter simple cyclet. It's 50% protein, 16% fat, 3% crude fiber, 12% ash, and then the ingredients is fish meal, Holden soybean meal, ground corn, fish oil, corn gluten meal, and vitamin supplement. So, like I said, aquatic provisions, like most of their ingredient orders, like is not inspiring. Like you're not gonna read it and think this is about to be the most nutritious fish food ever. And it does smell like cat food, like you said, so that kind of tracks for me. Like it definitely does have that like this is a bulk.
Yeah,
I kind of look at it as like a fattening up pellet. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't feed it only that all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I mean, that's yeah. To me, it's like it's a decent. I feel like it'd be a decent staple. You know,
yeah,
it's good. It's your right somewhere.
yeah,
Start
yeah.
there with it.
Rice.
But
There you go.
I like I like I like when a fish food smells like fish though. That's why I mean like that extreme and like the co-op, whatever
The magic
magic
feed is
nano,
the
like those.
best.
I love them.
The magic feed
I
is the
love the way that
best
smells.
smelling. I'll buy it again only
I feel
because
like
of the smell.
I feel crazy because it's like, yo, that smells good. I'm not even a seafood guy. That thing smells good.
Yeah, no, they were cooking with that one. Like the magic feed's no good. I will say this is like my like shame food as far as like it's just kind of but like I use these Aqueon shrimp pellets a decent amount, like for the isopods and shrimp, like it just gets a good response. So I just kind of use them in between for that kind of stuff. Like it's a big pellet that you'll stay in there for a bit that they peck at.
Yeah, I that's how the Viber bites are. Even though I think people think Viber bites are a good food, so but that's how the Viber bites are to me because it comes in that
Yeah,
it's like that one that's like it's in every store and it comes in that
yeah,
it comes in the bag. But like I do like feeding out the Viber bites.
yeah. Viber bites is it was disappointing for me when I wanted more from
Well, you
them.
got a lot of small fish.
Well, yeah, but like it's like oh yeah, some people get pea puffers to eat these and stuff. I was kind of expecting more of like oh it looks like a worm. The fish are gonna go crazy. Like it wasn't. It was more
Oh,
of a sinking food than I kind of was hoping.
I remember I remember going to your. I remember. Wait, so what is the time you must have been trying to just get through a whole box of Viber bites because I looked at all your tanks and it's like piles of Viber bites
Yes.
that fit in the shrimp tanks. And I was like, "Oh, you really feeding?" I think
Oh,
I don't
that
know if
was
you remember,
the
but I was like,
yellow
"Oh,
the
you
yellow shrimp.
you're really yeah, you're really feeding, you're like piling in the Viber bites. It's like mountains of it in your tank, basically." And so
They
I came home and started doing that same thing, but they didn't seem to like it as much as you. Or maybe
no
I didn't have enough.
the
I don't
viper
know.
bites I basically fed all to shrimp and worms pretty much. Um, but I would say the thing aquatic provisions of food I feel like people talk about the most besides that is the ever popular fry powder. Yes.
Oh
Yes, I
yeah,
did. Um, yes, the fry powder, and I know that it's the bottle design that's like the big hype thing. You don't have the bottle, you have the sample pack, but what did you think of the powdered foods?
you're talking you're talking about is that the one that was labeled Artemia meal?
No. It would be in your little pack
I don't
dime
think I have
bag
that.
packet. No, you got the in your little dime bags that you got?
Oh, I think it was good. I think I fed that out. I think it was good.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good one.
Okay, they have a few powders.
'Cause, I mean, what is it? What color is that? Is like brown one?
Is this one, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I fed that out. They
Okay.
these foods got eaten for sure. Like they're not bad foods. So.
Yeah, no. I keeps fish. Great name says fun fact Hikari first bites turned my yellow Neos green.
Oh,
There you go.
interesting. That is one that I used to get to the Hakari first bites, but that one I can't always find it. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to fall in love with something I can't get all the time.
No, I definitely feel that. It's actually kind of crazy. Like when you go to stores, like especially at Petco or PetSmart, you realize like, oh, they don't like have any of the good foods here. Or you'll go to a LFS and it's like, okay, they just have this one food brand. You know what I mean? You got to go to House of Tropicals to get all of them. You know?
I hate it and I love it. I would love it more if I used the like if I was a one of the people that like I like all of X food brand or I like all of the other food brands, and then I could go to their store and get all of the one that I like. You know what I mean? All the offerings in that one brand. But when you're only getting like a Sarah food, and then you like a extreme food, and then you like a like remember we were going to CTE for a while.
Mm,
They have all the new life spectrum food. Sometimes I'll feel like I want to get the medicated food, so I go,
right.
but then I got to go up to CTE to get the new life spectrum food. So like, it gets you going to other stores, which is cool.
Okay, I could see
But
the
I would,
thing.
but sometimes I would like to get all my food at one place, and I have to
Yeah.
go around town to find other foods that I like.
So here's a big one: the imported Australian bug buffet.
Oh, actually, I have it in my hand right now.
Oh,
Honestly,
you didn't use all of it.
honestly, no, no, no. I haven't used all. I've been using. Well, you gave me a good amount, so I still have some, and I had to go through some of the other foods too. But like
I wanted a real opinion from you on
I
it.
no, I don't typically like crushing food or grinding it or manipulating it.
Manipulating the
But
food. Come on, bro. You make it sound like an evil villain. Oh, you're manipulating the food. It's
I
not
like to
right.
I like to use no, no, I like to I don't want to use like I don't want to get it all over my hands. Like I want to be able to like use a scoop and get
Okay.
it, and get what I want, right? But it's so easy to crush
It
that
is.
you can drop one and then you just kind of pinch it and it turns into a powder and then you can sprinkle it and then some floats and some doesn't. It does a good job.
Yeah.
Is it so I mean I don't like that there's a good amount of like settling and powder, like it's really easy to crush. So like in the bag you're gonna get or probably in the can you'll get like crushed bits already.
Yeah.
That's not so appealing, but it's
And,
like
and
a nice soft little
and
food.
it
It's
starts like
good.
dissolving, even if you don't crush it, like it starts dissolving as it's falling to the ground, kind of. I noticed like
Oh yeah.
crumbling apart. So, like, I was gonna say my one negative on it is like you basically, it'd be hard for me to feed it in a tank where like there isn't something that's gonna do a good job getting all the powder from everywhere. Because like one fish hits it, it's gonna start poof going all over the place. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you have a really good community tank, then that's like perfect, right? Because then you'll have, fish that like, you know, go attack it and start breaking it apart. And fish that are like get from the bottom, get the bits from the top. You have things in the bottom to kind of like sift through the sand or whatever. So if you have like a really nice community with everything, all the kind of different, food fish in it, like that's like the perfect food. But then it's also perfect because you can just drop a pellet here or there. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but there's a piece floating here and they're kind of like swarming it. So you almost get like the little bit of the little Sarah tablet, stick on food action because it can all kind of gather around it. So I liked it. Actually, I was really impressed by it. It's good.
Impressed, he says. Wow.
I was impressed by it. It's also different. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like
is. It is
this is one of
different.
the things that it's not the same thing in a different shape
Yeah. Yeah.
or the same thing in a different color or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it actually does something that's a little bit different than other foods because you can actually change a little bit how you put it in the how you feed it out.
Definitely
And
like
if you do it like scoop, like
I do feel like a lot of like newer foods that have come out recently, like it's kind of advertised like it's kind of a new thing, but it's like you said, it's like a different shape or a different color. But like this is like a food that legitimately it acts different, it feels different. you know,
Yeah.
than other foods that I've tried. So I will say, bug buffet. I couldn't necessarily tell like there wasn't like some kind of like feeding frenzy over it necessarily. Like stuff just seemed to like it just fine. It wasn't necessarily better or worse than other foods. Like how was the response for you?
I mean, it's my fish normally get live food, so I feel like the bar is kind of like most times I don't get a strong feeding reaction from
Yeah.
pellet or you know I'll get strong feeding reactions from like the Viber or maybe sometimes if it sinks particularly fast, whatever.
Right.
So I don't necessarily I'm not like, oh, the fish just attack it, that means it's good because most of my tanks don't the fish don't attack stuff. Like I
Yeah.
got some endlers that pretty much eat everything and that kind of thing. So um the response, I mean they immediately started eating it and it was the first time that they had seen it, which is a little bit that's kind of different for me because most times like you put in a food and like you can tell when they need to when you can tell when fish take some getting used to if you put like a new life spectrum. Like for me, that's not necessarily a food that's like they immediately get to. You
All right.
can tell, even though I'm not saying it's a good food or bad food or whatever, but just like it doesn't. Even though they say like it's got garlic and all this stuff in it, it doesn't give you a response. So
Right.
these were all fed like any other food that I would feed. Like there wasn't any getting used to. So it's cool.
No, that's good. Um, I felt like, as far as foods go, this round of testing foods was pretty successful. I'm happy. Code Branton. Oh, is it
Oh
Branton
yeah, yeah. You, I
25?
think that's what you told me the first
Yeah, I
time.
think of Branton 25 for aquatic provisions. I mean, 25% off, free shipping. It was not it was not a bad purchase. Um, how's our Artemia meal? Did you try to feed that? It is pretty powdery, so I'm definitely gonna use it as an ingredient. It's very fine, so I think for fry it could be. It's been good.
Yeah, I. It smells good. Um, and it felt like fish were eating it. I did put it in a fry tray before I went camping, and I think I overdid it because there aren't very many fry when I came back. I don't know if that's
No.
yeah, I don't know if it's because they were too young when I left, or if something happened while I was out. But um, I mean, they were eating it. It was the what are they? Leopard Danios, the longfin leopard Danios that I had,
Mm,
like a whole tray full of them, like 50 or something.
damn. Or you're cooking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
catch some isopods
they
with
were
what you.
eating it. They were definitely eating it, and I think I might have put too much in.
Yeah, that's always the challenge. I killed a bunch of fry recently too, indirectly because I transferred them from a tray into one of my 2.5 gallons. But there was a renegade scarlet baddest male in there that I didn't
Oh
know
no!
was growing up in there, and I was like, why is there only like one rice fish fry in there? Like, where's all the Congo Tetra fry that I?
Oh, not the Congo tetras too.
Yeah, because I had like those 10 eggs. I was expecting those guys to be in there, and it's this very pretty looking scarlet baddest male, and there's all that Daphne in
That's
there.
not this.
He just wants to.
That's not that same one that you had. That's not the colored up one that you showed.
It is. It is. That's the consolation prize. At least he looked good. What'd you say?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. No. I mean, but I've split my Scarlet Baddest into two colonies now, so I'm seeing how that goes. If another generation will come while they're still babies and adults mixed together. Uh,
That's good. You've got success with certain fish that makes me jealous, and then you know, make the mistakes that everybody else makes, and keeping keeping this BAP contest interesting because otherwise I think I'd be like way behind you.
I mean, I got BAP covered. Did you see what my last stream was, by the way? I was joking about it, but
No, I
the last
no,
stream
I didn't.
was called "The Road to Master Breeder."
Wait, hold on. Did you put your entries in or what?
Well, I'm working on putting entries in, but I was planning. I was research. We were researching
Entries
fish
for the
from the
site.
list, all the 20-point fish. We are looking up 20-point fish.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
you got a good amount. You're I need to start. Well, I need to start looking for some.
yeah, no, I got plans. This bath is gonna heat up. It's gonna heat up. But shit, man, I'm ready. You ready to review some fish retail sites, man?
Yeah, let's do it. Do it.
I'm ready for this. What one do you want to start with? So I guess I'll just intro it kind of. I thought of this because we've been talking about a few website design things, and I think it's just interesting to see like, okay, when you go to a fish retail website, what are the things you appreciate? What are the things you don't appreciate? We all kind of look for different things. So I thought it would be kind of fun. And and if any of the fish retailers see this, maybe we'll have good feedback, and maybe we won't. But it's out there, or maybe you guys will have feedback in the chat that we might have missed. So
Yeah, put in some sites that we haven't seen, or if your favorite fish, your
yeah, yeah, yeah.
favorite
Give
site
us
or something.
suggestions of places to look at for sure. Uh, cause
So and yeah, let's take some suggestions. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to say before we start too, I am in technology, but I'm not a website developer.
okay,
So um, I am I do have opinions on what
okay,
makes a site good and bad.
yep.
That might be different than the other.
And I'll say I have built websites on like a very basic level as far as like just using Squarespace or something. Um, but I have more of a I'm lazy and you know this is ugly kind of uh skill set more than like, well, I'm a I am a computer scientist, and let me tell you, bro, like what's up with this certificate? This is a
Yeah. Well, th- those things are important. Those things they know needed. So I think let's start with the wet spot.
the wet spot. Okay, okay.
Yeah, let's start with the wet spot.
We could start with the wet spot. I'm
We don't need to do too long, but go ahead, pull it up.
okay. I'm making it big.
The first thing, the first thing is like, can we find your site
Mm.
reliably without accidentally getting it to a site that we don't want? And the wet spot topical fish is
Ah.
it's got a great name, but like, man, if you miss that fish or something, like you might find yourself somewhere you don't want to be.
I did not even. I don't even know how I originally found the wet spot, but that's a good point. That's a very good point. That is a very good point.
It is, I mean, you got to strike a balance between a memorable name, versus something that's going to get you, uh, you
True.
know,
True.
one letter off, and then you're in the wrong side of the web.
And I
But
will say it's a good point because I think that many fish sites have horrendous SEO problems. Like you'll never find them, especially the smaller ones like the Tristan's fish or stuff like that. You'll just never ever find them unless you happen to search the one fish they have that no one else has, for sale.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
Barbara Jackson says,
and
"Hi guy, what's
that's
up,
critically
Barbara?"
important.
Barbara says, "Yeah, be sure to type the." And Empress said, "Not gonna lie, her West Palm I went somewhere else." Yeah, I mean, look.
Yeah,
I understand, but what do you think of this landing page? I mean, for me, I got and by the way, I'll just put the caveat like mobile experiences could be different. I do look at sites on mobile, but like I've never bought fish from my phone. I always buy fish on my computer, so like I don't know about you, but like I've never ordered from one of these on my phone.
Well, yeah. Well, I've got a comment when we get to another site about that, so I'll save it. But
Okay.
I don't typically make purchases online, although I've been doing it more recently, just in general, just because there's some sites that are just better on the phone.
Hmm.
Uh, but this is this is my this is my favorite site when I first started getting into the hobby because they had this was like the only place that had fish you never heard of,
Yep.
and they updated the list every Friday, and so it's just like okay, Friday Wesbox updating. Let me log on and see what they got that's new. And
Yes.
that was cool. Like for me, that was cool.
100%.
Ever since they changed the website though, I have done that much less.
This new fish here isn't
And
enough. Isn't enough for you?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just like crotchety, like it changed and now I don't like it anymore. Um, but like it just doesn't feel the same now
Wait, was it the front?
when you
Was it
click
the
on the
big?
new.
Was it the big button before? Is that what your problem is?
I don't remember what it looked like now, but I just
Mm,
remember it was a very plain website, old school, and it just looked different. And so, uh, and you couldn't like somebody. So Barbara's talking about the pictures. She said the wet spots photos and such is not as good as it was because their photographer passed away. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
oh man, I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know that. Sorry to hear that. But I so before what I remember anyway is like it would be like a list of fish and you could click to see good pictures, but the list was kind of the most prominent thing, and it was kind of like, ooh, what's that? And you had to click it. Ooh, what's that? And you had to click it, right?
Right.
And I think for some sites, and old version of site as an example, is like that was a good thing. Like you see the new list, you have to actually like click on the picture to see it, and then you can click on the next one to see the next picture. And now it's like they're all just kind of laid out, and you just kind of scroll. But I don't. That, to me, it's a little bit less interesting the way
Yeah.
that it's shown.
And I mean, this could be like another like phone thing where like on the phone, each one of these is probably like a giant portion of the screen. But I I could see
Yeah.
that. And jumping ahead, that's my biggest complaint. Like the Dan's Fish website redesign, like that's one of my things. Like I feel like, and it's actually incredible you bring this up because I think that if sites realized, like Aqua Hunter, for example, like if they had a "this is the fish we added this week" page, I'd be going to Aqua Hunter like every week. I don't really go there to check for new stuff because
Yeah.
it's impossible. You know what I mean? But every
Yeah.
site that has a thing like this, like I go to Westbot every Friday. I go to Dan's Fish every day to see what they added, or I did when that was like the default thing on the front. So
Yeah.
it's a
And
powerful
I do
underutilized
appreciate,
thing.
yeah, sorry about that.
You're
I
good.
do appreciate the layout and being able to see a bunch of things, but I think it's interesting to me the trade-off between, oh, now the pictures, because I would complain, like in my mind, I would complain about the fact that you had to click on every fish to see the picture. Like that was a complaint.
Hmm.
But now that I can see them all in that table, I like that less,
Okay,
actually.
interesting.
And it makes me look for things or try to look and see what's new a lot less. And then also like what really turned me off when they first rolled the site out, everything that was online only had a watermark right dead center of the picture. And so for me, not being in Portland, that's where they are, right? Portland,
Yeah, that's
not
somewhere
being there,
like that.
ev- everything that I was interested in was going to be online only. And that meant everything that I was interested in had a watermark right directly in the center, probably where the fish was. And I actually emailed them about it, and they were like, "Yeah, we know, we're working on it or whatever." But it just like it as much as it's funny too, and I think they'd probably be disappointed to hear at least this perspective. But like when they changed the site, I actually used it a lot less, even though it's like a little bit friendlier and easier to use. It was something about coming on Friday, clicking that button, and then like going through
That
to
made you
see the
work.
pictures that. Yeah, yeah,
Well, okay, okay. I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, they got your nice jewels though. We might need to do an order.
I yeah. I wasn't there, for that, so I don't miss the old days because
Yeah,
I didn't know about them. But for me, it's a clean design. I'm a fan of simplicity over like trying to do anything fancy. So like I like clean, simple designs. Like I don't need you to be too artsy with it. But I think another
yeah,
strong point is their category organization. I think is more usable than some. I'm not saying it's perfect, but like I really like old being able to go through old world cichlids, Central American,
yeah.
the
Yep.
like that. Even just having just like the old world, new world like thing is like very helpful.
Oh yeah. No,
Very helpful.
I've always appreciated that. That was because that, and I think earlier, when I was looking for fish, you're doing your research, and for me in my fish room, most of the fish that I'm interested in are West African, and so it's just easier to go through something instead of having to go through all cichlids and sort through angels and rift lake cichlids and a bunch of stuff that I'm not interested in to see that, oh, they don't actually have any old world West African cichlids that I'm interested in.
Yes.
I can come here and they're laid out in a more appropriate way, and you can see exactly what you're looking for. Which to me that's always a strong suit. So I appreciate the way the site is laid out, and all the other things have been are dramatic improvements. Like there were no filters,
Right.
there were no, you know what I mean. Like they didn't have any of that stuff. So been a lot of improvement to the site, and it's really
Yeah.
cool to see.
I think the filters are pretty good. I like stock statuses here. Sometimes stock status is missing from this top right
Yep.
drop down. It's
Yep.
really irritating. Um,
You used to have to email to get to make the order, and not they didn't have that. Yeah,
oh
you had to
man.
email for a quote.
Oh. Hey, what's up, Bear Bottom Brandon in the chat? Toot toot. Let us know in the chat any sites you want us to check out. But you picked what spot to start with. Anything else about it you want to touch on? I haven't gone deep into like FAQs and stuff, but um, it's a good site to me. Like I feel like this is like I don't know what the gold standard would be, but like this is a good fish retail site. Like you know.
Oh man, Brandon, do you remember the old school wet spot? They have way more pictures than they used to. Like, you gotta actually like this now.
You
Who's
miss
complaining it's
you
identical
miss when you
pictures?
had to click on the name to see the picture. Yeah, I don't. That sounds. Then I'd be on this
Well,
site all
oh,
day.
you know what it was? Now I remember. You had to click, and sometimes there would be no picture. So like, even like you would click it, and you would either get a picture, or you click it, and it'd be like no picture available.
Right. He said what spot sucks. They have no picture. Yeah, I mean, I will say that what spot's number of pictures, and we did get explanation in the chat, but that is a weak spot for sure. Like they list a lot. It's not that they don't have pictures. They list a lot of stuff with no pictures, like constantly. And but I guess people just know what it is, so it doesn't really matter. But it would be nice.
Yeah.
I know which site I'm gonna go to next. It's the site that don't get mad at me, but I made a fish order from the site the other day, which was on a holiday, so it's not even gonna get fulfilled like until next week. So the impulse buy, it wasn't even instant gratification, like even though I did the overnight shipping. But I did,
Let's see how mad I'm gonna be.
it's Aqua.
Um, I'm not mad at that. I'm
Okay.
not mad at that.
Well, the reason is that so I'm not gonna lie. I listen. I'm open about all of my biases. Okay. I like Aqua Hunter's social media persona. I think their content's great. It makes me laugh. They commented something funny on a post I made, and and within 10 minutes of them commenting that, I was like, I've been meaning to do an Aqua Hunter test again, and I made a order.
Oh, man.
So please, just give me like
What it,
I just want to be a shill again, please. I just want to be a shill again. What are you say?
now my fish from automation.
Oh, you got it. He said, "Oh,
So
Hana, yeah, Aqua Hana." How many tests does it take to figure out they suck? They don't look. I'm telling you, bro. The Congo tetras I have right now that are so beautiful. I got from Aqua Hana. I think some of them. I got some of them from there.
it,
I think.
it's oh, that was worse.
Oh, your lights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ordered dwarf chain loaches because actually dwarf chain loaches are like pretty expensive, but Aqua Hana, it's a doable price. So I did dwarf chain loaches
Yeah.
and I did Pseudomagil uh one of the Pseudomag Gertrude because I lost my mail. So I did Pseudomagil Gertrude.
I'm not. I can't front, man. I don't get into the whole this store sucks. This store does. You
No,
know,
I'm
there
with
are
you. I'm with you. I agree. I think you have the best mindset. You're just like it's so hard to get there. Like I'm emotional. I want to be like ah my fish are dead. This is the worst store, and then I want to get them all and be like, this is the best store I've ever got in my life. Like the customer service, the price, you know. But you're right. Like I do think that it actually isn't as big of a deal as people make. But you know,
yeah. I'm all yeah. Well, I mean, you know, and I'm all for the ethical treatment and all that kind of stuff. But it's just like I think that most people are just doing their best. So
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
I don't go to the site too often.
yeah.
I do like the site in general.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
they have
you
changed
had
it.
mentioned that the filter you had mentioned that the filter sucked. I
Well,
don't.
they've completely redesigned the site recently, or they've
Since
definitely
we ordered.
yes, they've reskinned it at least. Like, see this color scheme, like this green and blue and
Okay.
this.
Let me dig.
I think the site is largely the same. They changed some category stuff. Like, there's no more odd. I think it's like the oddball one that isn't here as a category.
Tell you
Like,
one thing that's gonna that I do hate, and all the all the fish stores do this. All the fish sites do this. I think except for maybe Dan's doesn't do this. They show out of stock items like way too prominently. Don't like I don't want to see
mm.
100 fish that I can't order.
Wait, where are you seeing that?
Just
Are you seeing
don't.
that on this site?
Yeah, so like if you go, I was at so like I hit Epistogramma
Mm,
and they only
okay.
have three available, but then it's like it's just pages and pages and pages of fish that you can't buy. I'm like, why? Just I don't want just say more available somewhere and just show me the ones that you have because
You wish it was
it's not fair.
this in stock filter by default, and then when you go to the page, it's just you see the in stock, and you could click to see out of stock.
Yeah,
Now I agree, because like
yeah,
your eyes do go immediately like, oh shit, I've been looking for some Nissanai or whatever you see. Yeah, Nissanai down
yeah.
there, you know.
You're like, oh, look at this. You know, they got whatever it is you're looking for, and it's like, oh, they don't have it.
I mean, the argument
But
for is they want you to click and then do the let them know that you want it and get on the email list so they can.
yeah, but I'm not doing that. Like, I don't know. Do you do that? Like, if you're looking, like, if I'm looking for a specific fish, maybe this is probably bad to say, but I'll say it anyway. If I'm looking for a specific fish, and I go to Aquahuna and they don't have it. I'm not gonna get on the waiting list for Aquahuna.
Right.
Get on the waiting list for another store maybe, but for this store, I'm not gonna get on the waiting list for it. I'm just not.
Yeah.
And so the
I've
number of
signed up
units that
for a
they have for
few.
these is crazy.
Yeah, it is interesting. They added the units. Um, they have a.
Like this, I think this. All right, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they have a ton of some fish. Like it's interesting to be like 634 units of the CPDs. Like okay, let's get these CPDs going.
I like this.
I like
I think
that.
that's useful information.
Ember
It's
Tetra's
really useful
12,000
information.
units. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Holy.
Well, because I think it means well, I think that might give you a clue into how many you should order. Because you know what I'm saying? Like if they have, you know, 600 of a fish, you probably need to order a couple extra to get the group size to end up with the group size that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, or
'Cause-
it could. I was watching a Keep Your Fish Simple video, where he was doing his orders for a store, which is kind of relevant because Aquahuna sells to stores wholesale too. But he was like, he was avoiding ones where the stock number was low because like those are going to be like the ugliest ones left, the nastiest looking ones. So it could be an argument that they have a lot of them, then they're able to like, there's more good ones to grab from. Like they're not going to intentionally send the most messed up one. So maybe like you'll get the most good ones because they're easy to find. But when it gets to like the low ones, it's like, well, we've got all the ones we've avoided. So like if you see 1,200 neon tetras now, and then you come back later and order when there's only 10 left, like, what do you think the Steam Tetris are going to be like?
Yeah, that's a good point. But I think the sweet spot is around 100 or so, I would say, for the average hobbyist.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're ordering for a store, then yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. But if you're ordering for your fish room, I'm not gonna order if they've got less than 100 or more than like 200 or 300 because
Interesting.
I feel like the odds of a big fish in a scoop of 100, like
But
you
does
can't
that apply for
see. You
all
know what I'm saying?
fish? Like, you're not going to do that for like a pistos and stuff. Like, they're not going to have 100.
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I think you gotta tune. I would tune my number based on the kind of fish it is, but I'm saying in general, like if
Yeah,
they've got a whole bunch, like if it's like a bed and I'm picking one, that's different.
right.
But if it's because I'm gonna expect, right? I'm gonna expect if I'm picking if it's a betta or a gourami or something like that or a pistos, I'm gonna expect that the person that does the pull because they're only pulling like a pair is gonna pull a good fish, right?
Right.
But if I'm trying to get a school of something, I'm picking if you've got 1,000, 'cause there's gonna be probably already dead fish in that school. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be my. You know what I'm
I mean, I see what you're saying. What do you think about the comparison of these two landing page approaches? So we got Wet Spot here, and we got Aquahuna here.
Uh, I hate the alcohol pitch. I came like what I'm saying. I came for fish. I don't necessarily want to see. At
Uh,
least the fish are more prominently displayed. Like I don't want your announcement. You know what I mean?
to be fair, they did have like a lot of bad shipping things, so maybe it's good.
I don't care.
I think it's hard for me because I don't really like goldfish that much, so I feel like I'm biased against this photo to begin with. But no, I agree.
They don't even they don't even have the variety of fish that they sell above the fold. So if I didn't know any better, I think I'm at a goldfish store. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like
yeah, they do have a goldfish down here. That's the first goldfish for aquariums. I mean, maybe they're trying to get rid of the goldfish, and that's what it is. I do think that yeah, having some kind of shop now thing. Also, like another thing, a lot of fish stores don't do that's annoying. Like I wish they always had an all fish thing at the top here. Like now, if you do just hit fish, that's the drop down. It takes you to all fish. But I do feel like a lot of people like they don't realize if you actually click on it, it does that. Like they're like, oh, I can only choose the categories. It's just like a small nitpick. Like I like when there's an actual all fish thing in the drop down that takes you to the all fish list. But that's just because I like going here and I like going to new to old. Um,
um, yeah, I could see that. I do like new to old.
yeah,
Everybody's changing that.
I think every online fish store should have a new fish that we added thing like this because I think it does bring people to your site on that day every time because I want to see what you got in new. That like all this fish, the LFS is now like they post their shipments in on Facebook now, so people know what they just got in. It's like you're an online retailer, you can do the same thing even easier. Just like every time you update your website, just give it a page. This is all the stuff we added today. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's an underrated feature. To be fair, I don't go to a lot of sites because of that. Like if I'm unless I'm
Whoa,
looking for something,
one
which is
second, one
rare.
second, one second. Sorry, my there's a text to speech happening right now. It's crazy. Sorry.
Uh,
Yo, couple of fish donated $10.
oh,
Fry,
that's what's up.
fried for the wet spot while wearing my corridor shirt. Bro, thank you so much. Thank you. I mean,
No,
I
no
gotta be
doubt.
honest, couple fish, you forced me to stream a few times. Like tonight, Aaron came, it's like, don't kill me. I might have been tempted to be like, it's fine, man, we'll do it another time, but you're pressing me in the Discord heavy. So, um, Project Nature, is that your website? No, it's not. What's up, Project Nature? Uh, I hope your plans on that next beta thing is going. What's up, Jorge? No, this isn't my website. We're reviewing a different Aqua Hunter. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
would
can.
say, go ahead.
No, no, but
I was gonna say, yeah, I would say this the weak point is like I think the landing page. Um, I think the filters are all fine and functional. That the in stock and out of stock is easy to find. That's the most important thing. Um, because like you said, it is annoying when you gotta scroll through and it's like mixed in stock at it. Like, cause see, like, look, it's like right here is the sold out one in between all these in stock ones. You know,
yeah,
like that is annoying. Um, but before I just think we should move to the next site, but just anything on the fish category stuff. I feel like there's a few things we should hit on every site, and one of them I think we should hit every time is like the cat how they categorize things on these drop downs.
um, I don't. So you mentioned that they were off. I don't. That's not a big thing for me. So let me uh, go and just kind of look on the categories again.
I
Like
don't
these long
remember.
lists of categories.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was
We were
talking
looking at
about
something. We were looking at something, and you were and we were just like going browsing through the site, and you were like, "Oh, one of the
today.
filters like didn't work." No, 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 no. Before you,
Okay.
we were talking about. I think we were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
looking and comparing fish or whatever, and it was like, "Oh,
Oh, oh,
the
oh! I remember. It was There's like you go to catfish, and there'd be catfish like you wouldn't see them in the catfish tab, but then if you went to all fish, you could find them. Kind of like you could search them,
yeah,
but they wouldn't be in the category. Yeah, I don't. That must have been like a tag thing. I don't know what that was. I think that
yeah."
they got too many categories, possibly. Um,
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know that the average person. I think that there's categories that people will look for, but then there's categories that nobody's ever really gonna look for,
yeah.
and there's no point. And anybody that's really like looking, like I'm looking at. So if I go and I'm just gonna pick one, like they got a category, like they have catfish and plecos separate, and then you have um, let's say guppies and endlers, and then you have platies. Like you, it makes more sense to me to have like live bearers, and then cichlids, and you know probably like Daniels. Like it's for anybody who who doesn't know, that distinction is not going to matter,
Yeah.
and the people who do know, that distinction is still not going to matter. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
because they're gonna be searching another way. So the way that it's split up doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it looks like to me it's like these are the buzzwords on the as categories, right? So like algae eater is a buzzword,
Hmm.
barbs is the buzzword, but why is there barbs and Danios? That's different categories. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But
And
it's because they're two different keywords. That's why
okay,
it's there.
I can see that. I mean, like I think that like plecos and L numbers, like, and then there's hill streams under it. Like that's confusing to me. Like
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
like I don't really understand. I don't think plecos really need their own category necessarily. Do people usually have them? I don't know, but um,
oh they do have see and they have the fish so I think this is a I think it's like a SEO strategy here because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Because they got like hill streams under plecos and L numbers, but then
that's what
they
I'm
also
saying.
have those streams under loaches, and it's like it's the thing about some of these sites when it's geared towards new people, and that's what I take it as, right? Because you put the buzzwords on the left on the side, that's going to be geared towards somebody who's newer that doesn't know the relationship between barbs and Daniels, right? And so they're just like, oh, I want a barb, so they go click on the barb button, and I there's an argument to like make it easy for them,
But what's the
but it's
relationship
also an
between
argument
Barb's and Daniels in your head that
they're both cyprinids.
okay.
They're
So
all the
for
same
okay.
superfamily or something.
Right. So for you it would be a cyprinid
So
thing.
yeah, so and I don't know that there's another reason to separate barbs and Daniels, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like somebody who's like, oh, I want a barb because they saw it on YouTube. They're gonna go and they'll see that on the menu and they'll click it, and that's kind of good for them. But they should have like,
Yeah.
and then somebody's looking for CPDs or Daniels, they're gonna go and they're gonna click a different menu. They're gonna see the same fish, and it's confusing for me if I'm looking for a particular fish. Like, why are the catfish and the L numbers different? It doesn't, you know what I mean?
But I see what you're saying.
But
Like for it could
it's
be like a new people SEO thing. Because like I for me it's like why is there miscellaneous snails and shrimp, and then under miscellaneous is like crabs. You know what I mean? Like
right, yeah, right.
and then under miscellaneous
And
also
I,
axolotls and frogs. You know, I would never even know to look if I was looking for axolotls and frogs. I would even I probably wouldn't know where to find them. Like under the things under miscellaneous. I don't know that I would expect that to be what's under especially buy a gift card. Like I do feel like they really just kind of gave up on where to put these things. Like
I'm
miscellaneous is like
yeah,
literal.
100% that these are all like this is all SEO.
Okay.
Just try to not how to lay out the site so that somebody searching for something will come and get here because they search for fancy new barbs,
All right.
and like that's so. But I think there should be an I mean, I don't know. It's tough, right? Because it's a product. They are products. They're sold as products. I feel like there should be an educational component, and so into knowing what the things are, and it's not just like if they were toys or shoes or whatever,
Hmm.
I'd feel differently about it. Like there
Right.
should
Right.
be an
Right.
educational component because it's something that's alive. So,
Right. I guess that is well. Like under each thing, they don't have necessarily some of the information that a lot of other sites might have on different fish, like just basic, you know, pH, temperature. There's not even temperament on, I don't think, on any of these. Which I mean, I don't think it's their responsibility to do that. I don't. Aqua Hunt is not really that kind of business to me anyway. So like, I don't expect that. But like, it could be room for adding. Um,
yeah, I think, and I think to me that's a little bit why it's a little bit off-putting to have like all these sort of you know keyword buzzwords on the side, and then you don't have anything about how to care for them. So it's like you're hoping that they're looking for a keyword buzzword so that they can go and because they've already done some research and now they're just trying to find the thing.
mhm.
So
Okay.
anyway, we can go to the
I will say, I
um,
like their reviews. Their review stuff is nice. It's easy to find the reviews. There's reviews on each individual fish. Um,
oh yeah.
yeah. So like, there's some where you can go and like see recent ones and be like, okay, right now people are getting a lot of bad or good ones of these recently. So not all sites have make it easy to see the reviews on stuff, and they do. So I do appreciate that. Um, I do have a site. If you
And they
if you
do
if you don't have one loaded up, I do have a
why
site.
okay. No well, I mean you're sharing, so I was gonna go to dance because we already talked about
Okay, let's do it.
mobile and I wanted to talk about mobile
Okay.
before I forgot. I did want to mention I just saw a couple of care requirement things on Aquafina website, so
Okay.
it's probably just not as
for all of
He
them.
probably still have his life.
Which fish was it? Just second.
It was I think it was the Kamsai, uh, some
Which one?
cichlids. I don't
Okay, okay, okay.
It
Okay,
was
so
a Kamsai cichlids, and one of the cichlids had carrot.
okay. Oh yeah, I see. There's carrot here. Stand
Yeah, there's
corrected.
some. There's
Stand corrected. Stand
yeah.
corrected. I'm just surprised. I guess I
So
was just surprised because some of the ones I was clicking on was like, you know, neon tetra, stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
thought, yeah.
I clicked on some guppies that didn't have anything, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
I
But
guess that, yeah, I guess
yeah,
that
so
makes sense.
got water parameters on here and stuff, so it's okay.
All right, we got Dan's fish up.
Yeah, so I, I've always hated the website. I love Dan's Fish. Always hated the website, and it doesn't keep me from going back to it though. That's for sure. But I just noticed the other day on mobile, Dan's Fish is so much better.
On mobile.
Yeah, it is. It's so much better. You can just scroll through the pictures, nice full screen. The mobile,
Mm,
that's the way you gotta browse Dan's Fish. Just pop it on your phone and scroll through. Because then it's like that. It's kind of like it kind of gives you that like Instagram, TikTok feel because you can just scroll through all the fish.
right.
I don't like any of these I don't like any of these grids. So I thought that was nice.
Let me
Now if I do buy
see.
some dance fish again, I'm gonna do it for my
Okay, so Dad's fish you like. I'm trying to figure out, remember how to make it so the website pops up like it's on a phone on my freaking computer, but I'm forgetting how
excuse
to
me.
do
You
that.
gotta do developer tools, I think.
Where do you know where
What are
that
you using?
Chrome?
Oh, not settings. You gotta go to
Mm,
more tools.
so the-
Yeah, more tools, developer tools.
More
And then I think there's a
tools.
button.
Okay, not.
More tools, developer tools, and then there's a button.
I've seen
There
more
should be a
tools
button
on
on the
my
top.
screen.
I'm seeing it on your screen, right?
Oh, there it is. More
And then I
tools.
think yeah,
Developer
there should be like a.
resources.
I think isn't that button on the left? No, just the left. Go back. Isn't that it right there? That- One of those icons.
Ah, it was in front of me the whole time, and it was literally a picture of a phone right there. Whew. F12, bro.
Oh
I
yeah, but
hit
that's not.
L12. I hit L12. Okay, there, we got our phone. You see this?
Yeah, but it doesn't even look like that on the phone. For me, it's single pane. It's just like yeah.
Yeah.
And this to me is this make this actually. It honestly should just look like that on the web.
Come on, no, dude. This is crazy. You're dumbing it down. This is crazy.
No,
You want to
no,
be the
that's this
I,
is because look how nice that is.
no, I like being able to
That's
see it
terrible.
all at once. So see that we're just gonna disagree on that one. I hate having to wait to see the next one. I like seeing them all. But it
What do you
is
mean? Wait.
I read the whole page at once, like I don't like having to go one by one by one. But I will say if you're on a phone, then yes, this is ideal. You know what I mean? Like you can't miss the $80 corridors Equus on this one. Like you're like, damn, that's a nice
Hey,
fish.
price drop. Price drop on the Tiger Moray eels.
Yeah, I saw that.
True freshwater eels.
So okay. Anything else on mobile or
I
you
mean,
just want to
that's
brag?
really the
Okay.
well, no, not even a brag. Not even a brag. It's much. I'm, I'm putting it out there. I was a big time hater of the website, but mobile is makes it worth it.
Okay.
It
Okay.
does.
Unk
The
status.
navigation is very nice.
Now,
Oh yeah.
We're back to the boring old desktop. Now, similar to, I guess, Wet Spot in a way, like, you know, kind of a simpler, clean-ish design. They don't really have a big landing page, image or anything. It's kind of like customer success, this video, which really weird. The video has no like true thumbnail of itself. It's the dance fish logo. I just realized that. Like you don't really know what is about to play from this video preview because it's just like the little logo. And then you click on it, it's Dan jump scare as far as the sound. Like I don't know what's about to happen. Hello, but the review
I don't.
thing.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, the movie thing. I don't. The video thing. I don't care about. The reviews up top. I what I do appreciate about it is he put. It feels like he's put the things that are important front and foremost. There's not a bunch of ads.
Yep.
It's not a bunch of fluff. It's like, hey, we sell fish. We try to do it the best we can, and this is them. And I kind of like that.
I 100% agree. Like, I have no complaints about this landing because this is like to me this is Dan's fish, so I'm like this is how it's supposed to be. Like,
I will say I don't like the default order. I think I was more open to it initially,
like, you got
but
to
now
explain
as I
what's
think
the,
about
the
it,
default order.
so but it used to be newest listings first, right? In that top left corner thing, it was newest listings, and you click the button and you could see the newest listing.
Yeah,
And now it's just a buy now, and it's sorted by most popular. And I think it's taking away the thing that I like about the wet spot, and is where you come, you see what's new, and then you see the fish that you saw last week. You can stop scrolling, and I don't, I, I, I don't want to have to come click every time and say short by most recent for me. You know,
I
nope.
100 I agree. I it's like I come to Dan's Fish. I've never ordered from Dan's Fish ever. Yet I check this website regularly just to see what new stuff they have. Maybe because maybe I will see something that I'm gonna order, and like it seems so small, but like just that extra, just like having to go and then do recent, and then also like when you come to the page, it's nice where it's like come see what the newest thing is, and it's like now it's like buy now. I'm like okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not.
I'm not a fan, but
I'm
look,
not.
if that's what
Just
they're
gonna
trying to
like it.
do, like they're trying to broaden and get more people or something, I mean, I get it. I feel like to me it does take away from their what to me is like their vibe, you know?
It it must be that all of us hardcore fish keepers that want to look and see new fish every week are not actually buying them.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
they got
and
to do
look,
something.
fair enough. Fair enough. I'll buy them eventually. I will. I mean, I would have bought something by now. Look, the base prices are hard enough. Unfortunately, most of the stuff I'm interested in is already expensive to begin with.
But you got to get that. You got to get that. Got to get in that group order, man. You missed out on the last one.
I know. I'll get on the next one. $50 blue credenza mail is the craziest thing I ever saw. Sorry, I just popped up.
And it
That's
used to be 100.
no, that was the pair. I thought this is just one mail.
I don't remember that.
Man, these things are.
Check my records.
I need to move because no one values credenzas around here. That's the problem. I just need to move
Yeah.
to Wyoming.
Underrated fish for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Underrated.
They're on the way up. I mean, just the fact we're seeing Anachromis more is encouraging.
Barbara
Barbarous.
said, "Oh, go ahead."
No, you got it. You beat me to it.
Oh, I was gonna say, Barbara says the drop down still has the most recent choice, but you have to click it. Yeah, and I that's too many clicks for me. I'm lazy.
Yeah,
And then she said she actually prefers to browse by type. So we always have so she always has to change it and doesn't mind the change.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a good change. Um, I do like sorting by sales though. That is a good addition.
I,
Um,
I mean, even if you kept it so this was default, I still stand by every. They should have a this is the new stuff page. Like I still think that is a valuable thing to have as an online fish store. Like even if you kept this page like that, then I think they should add like a new fish listings thing. Somewhere else if they
yeah,
you know um uh sorting by sales now, which is interesting because Dan's Fish's whole thing has been like very anti-sales, and
yeah.
so it is interesting. Like I don't know if you could or could not sort by sales before. I don't remember doing that, so I don't know if this is new or not. But there has been undoubtedly there has been a lot more sales. Am I wrong in saying
Yeah.
that?
No, I don't think you're wrong. I mean, everybody pivots. I'm not for or against it. I think the logic for not having them makes sense, but I also think the logic for having sales also makes
Yeah,
sense. Like sometimes you just need traffic. That's the whole point of sales is you get to get some traffic going.
yeah,
That's why stores do it, and it's been working all this time. So there's a reason for it, but I totally understand both sides of it. And I think he's big enough now for sure. Just hundreds of fish every week, right? Like you got to move, you have to move merchandise. So I'm not gonna fault him for it. But I do remember him, I do remember him saying like, oh, we don't do sales and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously when you need to clear space, you gotta clear space. So I don't necessarily think they're making it a regular. Although I will say, what did I tell you, man? What did I tell you about
Yeah.
these? I told you these sailfins would stop going quick. They would stop going quick, bro. They got four
You know
pairs in
what?
stock and it's on sale.
Listen, any other website, these would be gone by now, right? I think, he's doing a good job of keeping really rare fish and, you know, hopefully they breed in the warehouse form.
Yeah.
So I can get some for, $50. To be
50 bucks? Come on, don't be so cheap. They're 200 now.
uh
You can get them for 100. Come on.
50 $50 is the most I'll pay for a pair of
Yeah,
fish.
I'm with you. I didn't like how they looked enough. They are cool, but not enough for me to be like, yeah, 200.
And somebody's got to take those and make them extra purple, and then they'll be spectacular.
He doesn't do a ton of sales. Just know his original price and new price. But you scroll far enough, you go past all the sales. Yeah, yep. I still don't need those sale fins. I don't mind spending money on fish. I don't mind spending money on fish either. It's just, there's a lot of fish that I want, and for $256, I could probably get like two or three of the fish that I want instead of just one of the fish. That's kind of how I look at it. It's not about spending money on fish. It's just putting all my eggs in one basket kind of thing. But you know, it depends on your fish budget. My fish budget is like, okay, how many isopods did I sell this month? Okay, didn't pay that speeding ticket. Isopods got this fish budget is gone.
How much? Yeah, yeah. That was
uh,
yeah. It was for a pair. It was for a pair.
yeah, but it's a good site. I really don't have too many complaints. I just miss the excitement of what's new and checking all the time. I don't check it as much now. I don't know, but anyone that didn't do that already, they don't miss it. So I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, I will say this too. On the technical side sounds kind of crazy, but I just mean like um being able to. I think you can schedule or add to existing orders when you're on the Dance Fish site. Like that's a really solid feature.
You can schedule
So
orders.
yeah, like if you have an order that hasn't shipped yet, you can come to the site and I think there's something you can add to the site. Like that's a it's a solid feature. Like if I have an order that's getting ready to be shipped out and I'm like, oh, I want to add something, to be able to do that on the website.
Mm.
I don't know if anybody else is.
Oh, you could. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that they did that. No, I doubt anyone else would be willing to do that. So, yeah. Okay. Do you-
It used maybe, and I don't know if the fact it used to be like a little banner, so I don't know if the fact that it's not there means they don't do it anymore. But I did see it at one point.
all right. Well, do you have another site, or you want me to do my next pick?
Well, I picked this one, so you pick the next one.
All right. Okay.
Got some comments. I'll flow through while you. So,
Per-
Brandon wants to know if we did the foods yet. Yeah, we've been done the foods, man. And put your code in the chat just because I think we probably screwed it up like 50 times when we were mentioning it. So, uh, yeah, we talked about the aqua provisions. Uh, foods. I got a bunch. It was too many samples for Nick, and we went through some of those. So I like them. I thought they're pretty decent.
Yeah. Okay. This one I've kind
Uh,
of I've kind of gone through a little bit because this person came in the chat one time when I was on stream. I went to the website, but this is actually a LFS, uh, the Elite Menagerie Habitats. So I thought it'd be
oh, is this
interesting.
Elite Menagerie?
Yeah, yeah. Have you actually
Uh,
gone through the site really?
I I mean I browsed it, but thing it was difficult for me to figure out what was online and what wasn't. Oh, the site didn't work for me when I was trying to browse it,
Okay, okay. Well, here we
and I
here
don't
we
know if that was my thing or not. So we'll see.
here we go. So here we are at the landing page. Now this is like it's a different, slightly different kind of thing, but I still think it's interesting. Um, the one thing that is like makes it different to evaluate than other sites is like if someone's doing something on purpose, I can't say it's bad. You know what I mean? And the first thing that kind of comes to your mind is, well, like at least for me, is well, how do I buy fish on this site? Um, there's no pictures of fish except for the logo, and they got but there's the policies right here, right? So they got all their policies up front. That's all that's on this page.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Policies and
I mean,
acclimation. I'll put
I
the
I
link in the
do like that.
Discord. Yeah, so that's why I pulled it up because you mentioned kind of like care and things like that before. This is like the extreme end of, you know, anti-consumerism. Um, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the ethos behind it, but like that's the effect, basically. What's up, Sunny G? How's it going?
Man, I almost expected like a check this box to accept the terms of service at the end of that thing.
Yeah. How far ahead is Aaron in BAP points? Uh,
You got to get the numbers.
maybe like 40, 60. I mean, he's decently ahead right now, I think. But we haven't gotten the updated
No,
standings.
no, 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 no. How many? No. How many forms did you put in
I
for
still have
June?
a few more. I have a few more to do. I have a few more to do. But I did
No,
count
no,
it up.
no. How many did you? How many did you put in for June? How
Forms?
many forms did you put in for June?
I
Just
haven't
forms.
I haven't finished them yet. Like maybe
Uh
five.
oh. You put in five. Okay.
But I counted the
You
points
actually
when I'm done. I should have at least 120 points from the last auction.
okay.
So I'm still
Yeah, he's
behind.
catching up,
Yeah,
but he's catching up quick.
I got to catch up in
Catching
the
up
chat.
quick.
Um,
Uncomfortable amount of
hey,
being uncomfortable.
don't be sweating just because I'm giving a hard try.
There's
Uh,
only one person I'm really trying to beat, so
well, I feel you.
not you.
I feel you. Val is she's up there too.
But if I can
Um,
catch Val this year, I'll be good.
it's gonna be hard. I'm just trying to beat you. That's the okay. So you got to the site. This is so yeah. Front page. There is a shop now button, but there's just a freaking very long thing. But then when you hit the shop, we're in.
Yeah. Um, see if it works this time because the last time. So off the rip, don't like the alphabetical categories. Not my favorite thing.
Really?
Not at all. Not my favorite.
Is this wait, is this
Because
alphabetical?
it's kind of oh yeah, I think it's alphabetical, but some things are wrapping weirdly because it goes additives, angelfish, aquarium co-op products.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't. Maybe it's not. It looks like it is though,
No, no, it
but I
does.
don't know.
It looks like it's alphabetical. And then like as you look longer, you're like, wait a second, there's like a T in
Yeah,
there.
it's like I think it's alphabetical with a bad wrap,
Okay.
word wrap, where where the text goes breaks the line and then it looks like another item, but it's not. Like additives, medicine, and fertilizer should be one line, but it looks like two.
Oh, I
And
see
it's
what you're saying. So like it's aquarium. Wait, if I make it bigger. Okay, wait. I make the page bigger, then it fixes it.
bigger pictures. Yeah, what's small.
Kind of. Well, I think
So
that
anyway,
I think it's too long. Like, no, realistically, you couldn't have a big enough screen to fix all of the wraps. But
yeah. So I'm not a fan of that because I'm looking for fish and
okay.
I don't want to have to sort through fertilizer, additives, and fish and tanks
hmm
and panic. Like I don't. No, I don't want to do
it is like a lot to have the dry and the fish. Like direct. They're mixed in like so one after another. Like it's botanicals to brackish
that.
to
Yeah,
equipment. You know.
yeah, and because like the thing is, and I don't know about. I'm like a window shopper slash browser. So like when I walk into a store, I just want to walk the aisles and like so sometimes these lists on the side, it's like it's not like walking the aisles. It's like having to find the thing I want in a bin. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to go to the I have to go to the catfish bin and pull it open to see the catfish as opposed to just being able to walk down the fish aisle or the plant aisle or the dry goods aisle. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like this is like I gotta find the right name to get the thing that I'm looking for when I really just kind of want to go through the aisles and I
I
pick up.
hear you. I will say she was saying how she like basically like when stuff comes in she also updates the site like I think like the same day like I
Well, that's awesome.
yeah like like when she was explaining in the chat all the things she did I was like bro this is honestly hats off to you because I would even try to keep a online store updated while I'm also running a in-person store like
Yeah. And
no
nobody does that.
no
Nobody does that. So I
nobody does that
imagine based on that information, this is like something on the back end that makes it easier for her to alphabetically empty, like enter everything that came in and
yeah
manage the stock. And then, so yeah, I mean, clearly there's a purpose for it, but I don't, like I said, I want to browse, so I don't,
yeah
it's not helpful to me, but for a store to keep the inventory updated, I thought it was separate. That's amazing. Like,
no oh you
that's
didn't
awesome
realize that
doing
this
that.
was the same as the in-person store.
I thought, no, yeah, I thought these were just like, I didn't realize, I guess I assumed that everything that was in stock was online only, not that they were keeping
Mm,
the store stock with the. That's awesome,
yeah,
and they,
no,
there's a lot of products here too. So that's pretty cool.
I'm excited to go. Like, just judging by what she brings in, it's kind of a crazy store. Like, just the variety of stuff is. I'm sick. I missed those purple vampire crabs she had. I'm sure they'll be gone by the time I ever make it there. Um, but I just thought it'd be cool to stop in an LFS that you don't really see this at all, especially not in
Oh
the
yeah,
scale. Like it doesn't. I don't know how many employees they have or whatever, but she seems very hands-on. So shout out to
I
Elite
see.
Menagerie. Got aquarium co-op products too, man. I know you want to get
Oh
in there.
wow. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. You can select shipping or store pickup online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like I just clicked on something that was like, pick.
Yo, selecting
That's
store
pretty
pickup
sweet.
for your LFS online is, come on, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
yeah, that's
That's nice.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's probably good
when you
they're
go,
not closer.
have a full cart for you
No,
to pick up
she said that we
when
could
you
do
go.
a group order. She said we could do an order.
Right, so
So
now I have to figure out how to see the system.
yeah, I was going through the see they have the aquarium co-op brine shrimp eggs in stock. I was seeing what they were. They're 35 still. Man,
Oh, well, they I thought I heard it say on a stream that they the pricing is supposed to be the same. They've worked it out so that the pricing is the same
going
in
forward.
the RPPs.
Oh, and the
No,
RPGs. Oh,
in the
yeah.
RPP stores and
Yes.
online,
Yes.
which I think is really that's. I mean, I think that's
No, that's good. I do think that's good. There's low stock on some stuff, but
and
honestly,
stuff.
a lot of aquarium co-op stuff sells out a lot of play. I have to get these air stones. I like the air stones so far.
Yeah, I do like that.
All
That's
right,
a fit.
you got another site?
Uh,
Ooh, link store in the chat. Okay, I will link the store in the chat. My bad. I should be doing that. Why am I not doing that? Steve, what's up, Big Steve? Printing buckets now. I got 3D printed turds I need right now. Hey, come on, bro. Yeah, so yeah, this person shifts. She brings some really cool stuff. Jody was like st apparently already been stalking her for some loaches. So I thought that was cool. I was like, okay, this is pretty
yeah.
cool. And she brings in killifish she had in Galaris the other week. I'm sure those
Yeah.
went quickly.
Got an Australian pair in, the chocolate Australian,
Yeah,
nice clown killies. Oh, some lamp eyes. No pictures though, unfortunately. I
time
wonder if
fine.
this red stripe,
Oh, and
if
this
that
is the
red stripe
place.
killie pair is.
I don't know if there's a photo, but she has a they have a design table, like a table with like sand on it and like some rocks and like wood, and you can like you know
What they call that? The escaping dojo.
something like
I I like those things, but I find uh sometimes you go to a store because like House of Tropics has one, House of Tropicals has one,
where?
but if you go, it's like right, it's across from the, it's like if you're looking at the where the terrarium plants are set up, you turn around, they got a bunch of sand and CO2 stuff and all that kind of stuff, and they got um and they got where all the wood is on that same row with the wood and the rocks. They
Hmm.
have a little dojo there, but they don't have any. They don't have the tools to actually make. To me, they don't have the tools to make it an effective dojo. Like there's no ruler, so you can see how big something is. It's not clear whether you can
Oh,
take the product.
we need the LiDAR scanner. We need
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, there's
where's
no
the
point to
crane?
having a dojo. No, the whole point of having the dojo is so you can map out your aquascape, right? But
Yeah,
if you don't even have a ruler to see how big 2 feet is, then what's the point of you playing in the sand? You're not going to be able to. You don't have the, you don't have any kind of
like,
guide to tell you like, oh, these rocks aren't going to fit because you don't know the dimensions of the space that you have. Like it's kind of pointless.
it's just so funny. Like you're like, man, those tables are nice, but like unless they have like some rulers and measurement tools, like
You need to
I
have a
hate.
you need to have a ruler. You need to probably have some kind of
They
box
might. I have to.
of
I'm trying to find.
varying dimensions so that you can like, oh, if I have a 2 foot tank, like this is a 10 gallon, so I can find things like this is the size for 10 gallons. So I can find things that will fit in 10 gallons. This
Mm.
is the size for 20 long. So you know what I mean? If you don't do that, you're just do these sticks go together? But like all sticks go together.
All sticks go together. Wait,
Hey, you
this is like a zoomed in picture, but like you can see a little bit. It's like it's a big table. There's gotta be some, there's gotta be some rulers. Um,
even
because
got Steve coming. This is crazy. Steve, you know what I'm talking about, right?
where's the
You know what I'm talking
micrometer, bro? Nick must have
about.
really
Yeah,
wanted a
yeah,
sandbox as a kid. I would, man,
absolutely.
you're not wrong. Also, like, I really wanted a trampoline as a kid, but it's my parents were probably right to not do. They were like, if we get a trampoline, you guys are gonna
Oh,
break your
hold on.
arm.
See, go back. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm talking about. They're doing it. You go. Oh,
Wait, where?
sorry. I'm I'm on YouTube, and
Oh,
you
okay,
showed
okay.
the dojo,
I'm sure,
and they
Steve.
had you could see what yeah, but I can't see that screen. I can't figure out how. I didn't want to mess it
Oh,
up.
it's in the
But you could
Discord.
see they had differing size wooden like
Yes.
boxes. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. So you can
See? Yeah.
figure out what your layout is to put in
Oh, for the tanks. See, bro, you didn't have any faith.
there.
I had faith in Louise. I knew that she would have that kind
That
of thing.
exact, you got it right.
Because
That
the
right there.
store, I'm not doing a good job of showing it, but the store has a very like it's not, and Chiva said not like a beginner vibe to the store. It's very much like UNS, you know what I mean? Like it's a specialty store. So I had a feeling that the details would be there on this. Although this dog's kind of throwing me for for a loop. Oh wait, dude, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is that a
You got it. Yeah, you got it now. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, but I'm zooming in right now on something right
Oh,
next to the dog that I'm commenting on. You'll see. But
let me see if I can find this.
we may have your measuring tape, man.
That's what I was talking about. That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, something like that, right? Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Now I can see your screen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
They don't have anything like that so that you can actually lay out your your thing. That's awesome. You got it right there. Perfect. I never really seen anything like that. I went to a place in Virginia. They had cardboard boxes.
I mean, I guess it's better than nothing.
Yeah, like they just it's like a maybe three sides of a cardboard box.
Hmm. William
This is the
Justice
thing.
message retracted. Yo, what everyone's always deleted their message. What are you guys saying? Steve said this dojo doesn't even have a laser level. Look, look, he was satisfied apparently the wooden frame and the dog
It's
measuring tape
something.
apparently is good enough for
Something.
him.
That's that's all you need.
Okay, I do you have a site? Because if you don't, I can make I got one.
I think where have I? It's, so
There's plenty of targets.
I'm gonna go to a. I'm gonna go to a. This is a site. It's
She has the white wizard snails, yes. And she had the Promabon snails, the other spiky ones. Um Very cool stuff in there. I I I'm telling you, man. I wish they weren't so
here's
far
one.
away, but I guess I could ship. But I have to
I'll
agree
drop it in
to
the
terms
chat.
and services. I don't know if I can I don't know if I can measure up.
I mean, honestly, that just screams like we don't want to deal with people who don't want to
Yes.
read.
But and I like that because I said for my own like store, my own thing, like that's why I stopped selling on eBay. And also like I'm not interested in catering like to new people necessarily. Like which like sounds rude when you're a new person, but it's like honestly like for me at least, like that's not how I want to spend my time. Like I like the isopod things because most of the people ordering them like they're not like okay, make sure there's no snails in there. They're like, hey, could you please add snails and anything else that's alive with the isopods in the bag, please? Like, so it's kind of like you put out just what your own vibe is, and that's what you get back. And I think that's one thing with stuff like the Dan's Fish thing. It's like, okay, if they're gonna chase this other, kind of market or things like that, it makes sense to kind of make these changes. But, for us, since we are the hardcore, you know, fish people that want to go check and never buy anything, it's like, okay, oh, okay, I'll put this link in the chat. One second. I got the next site from
This is a little bit different one. I've never ordered from this place. I there's a stainless steel canister filter that I've been coveting,
a stainless
but
steel. That just sounds
never.
like a waste of money, bro. Come on, you
You
do
know,
that.
sometimes I pretend to be an aquascaper
A
sometimes,
stainless
so
steel,
I
but
do pull up the
what?
stainless steel filter first before you get.
Wait, first big complaint. Come on, man. I hate these pop-ups,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
I
Oh,
hate this.
I didn't put this on here because it's my favorite website.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I'll just okay. This
But this is
white and black. Uh, okay. Let me focus. Let me focus. Stainless steel. Aquarium
go
filter.
to yeah, current filter.
This?
Yeah, look at that. These are the you're not gonna catch this on the 50% Petco sale, but this thing is sweet.
Just because it's stainless
This thing
steel,
is sweet. Look at it, man. That thing is sweet.
but it looks like it's got less features, almost like.
No, 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 no. So these you get your own inline pump. You can get a heavy duty pump. Hook it up to it. These things are sweet, but they're out of my budget. I just come to the site and look at this filter and dream about
But
creating an
like,
aquascape for the what's it
but
IAPLC.
but you can't see. Oh, okay, because the pipes are stainless steel. That's what's cool. The little pipes
The
stainless.
whole filter is stainless steel.
But I'm just like,
There's no plastic.
you can't see it. It's like gonna be in the cabinet. So like, I don't care if it's stainless steel, right? Like,
Bro, when you got a stainless steel pump canister filter, you put that thing outside the cabinet, like the
are
two
you
in this
for
picture.
real though? Is this like keeping the sticker on your hat or something? Like,
Uh, I think it's a beautiful
look,
piece of
it
equipment.
is shiny. I do I do I do respect that. I will say I said I like simple, clean designs. They went overboard with the white on this one. I feel like I'm not even looking at a web page right now in some ways, like because half
Yeah,
of it's invisible. It's all white.
yeah. Go to the fish section.
Wait, do they do sailfish?
They do now. They didn't before, but they
I
sell
would
fish
not
too.
expect Aqua Rocks, Colorado to sell fish. I would not. I'd be scared. I would be scared to order livestock from this.
So click on livestock and
I
see what you
did,
can
but
get.
look, I can't see it. This summer sale thing, it's got no separation for the rest of the page. Like this, yo, I have. This is the first thing tonight to like make me to where I'm gonna like just sound like I love to complain because I do, but like, bro, this is horrendous. I'm sorry. It's no separation from the page, and they forced it to be at the top of everything. This is torture. Okay.
Very
Um.
big too. Very
Also, look,
big.
they had. I went to livestock, and now we got fish and snail. Like this whole site is put together so strangely. Like, why is this here? But then I got like, is this so I can sort them now? Like, but there's 18
Uh,
products there. So is this just
you're not gonna. I mean,
I'm so
this is the
confused.
only thing good about this site is the shiny stainless steel filter and the
Okay,
88 products
I'm just trying to
that nobody can
understand
afford.
because like this is on Shopify. I don't even know how they managed to make a site this unorganized. Like this is what's confusing me. Like this like additional. I've never seen navigation squares quite like this. Um, okay.
I think it's like new age kind of. It may not even be real. Sometimes I feel like, man, is this a real site? But like,
I believe that the stainless steel thing exists from this side. I believe that the shrimp. I would have
Oh,
to see the in person to see.
you know what's cool about this though? There's if somehow you can get to oh there we go. There's a there's a magic button link or something that has a personal shopper service, free hand pick service. I don't know how you do that, but yeah. And like there's another part where you can where they you can it's like what you see is what you get rocks and you can pick which rocks you want.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let me go to the rocks because that's what this is all about, man. Rocks and stones. Yes, I
You're
get
gonna
it.
see a bunch of these
The
are
summer sale.
yeah, you get it. Dismiss.
I can't. I can't dismiss. Oh man, these is it?
So nah,
Am I wrong for being like I feel like the rocks all look very similar right now? Okay, wait.
you don't see come on, there's different rocks here.
Now look at this maple leaf stone. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
These things are but like look, you pick your sizes, you can pick your weight.
Okay,
I wonder how
okay.
much it costs to get to you, but maple leaf rock. The maple leaf stone is pretty sweet. Actually, I think they had some at Apple Exotic Fish.
All right. I'm not
Okay, so
surprised.
here's what I'm talking about. So this is the exact stone.
Mm. I'm just imagining myself paying to have this shipped to me. Like I'd be like I'm just how well I must be doing in life. Like I could only hope. I could only hope.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
nah.
mean,
Wait, which
imagine
stone?
having to explain imagine having to explain this purchase
No,
to
if I'm
a
doing well enough,
partner
I
or
won't
something.
gotta explain. That's the thing. I won't gotta explain. But my question is to you and everyone else. And I see Barbara says, I feel like the pictures are being different sizes odd, feels less professional. Yeah, this site is interesting. I worry the stainless steel will eventually rust because it's stainless, not never stain. Come on.
I mean, I don't know. Feel like Never Stain is probably just as good as Never Clog. So
Okay, okay. Shopify bougie, yeah.
that
What's up, Featherfin? Hey, Featherfin, while you're here, which stone?
we're looking at stones.
Which stone would you buy?
Oh, Aquatic Arts. Oh yeah. Have you ordered from Aquatic Arts before?
I have. I have. We can do those next, you said?
You don't have to. I don't think we can, but that's another one if you
Yeah,
have
that's a good
anything.
one.
Oh, they
Uh,
updated their website.
I think I, I think
Oh,
I, I don't know if I'd go with the. I'm saying I'd go with the middle one because it's just in the middle. I definitely want to go with the right one. I say that much.
let's
Oh,
do Aquatic Arts next because they updated
okay.
their site. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you have to pick your rock first.
Middle one for sure.
Okay,
Those
okay.
other two are they're
I'm not,
not.
okay. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, the other two they're. It's probably because they are out of place without the supporting stones. Like the middle one stands on its own. The ones in the left and the right they only go with another rock, and I don't see that rock.
Mm.
Just looking.
Well, this one's gets a video. Oh, this is a superior rock. I mean, come on. Yeah, no question. Yeah, I mean, eh, it's somehow cheaper than both of these other rocks. That's crazy.
Because it's just a round, smooth.
I don't know. Okay, we'll go to aquatic arts. Let's see if they have any rocks.
I'm
Uh,
gonna flip to some comment.
okay,
Oh,
go for it.
sweet. I'm gonna flip to some comments. Steve says, I feel like I remember someone saying that my Maple Leaf Stone affected water some way. Just don't remember how. I'm not
Mm,
sure about that at all. It looks cool though. It's a cool rock.
that one in the rock did
And
have a good conversation.
at that point, it's cheaper in gas to drive to a rock quarry. Definitely could collect more. Cheaper in gas, but you're not gonna get that nifty those special rocks. You're just gonna get regular old rocks.
You're not gonna get a rock that got a 360 video spin.
Right, right. Jacket Buttons Art says, "Get these rocks written off as a business expense." Yeah, that's where the aquascaper stuff came from. I was like, yeah, I'm a professional aquascaper and write off all my rocks.
All right. Well,
Robert
so
Jackson says, "I knew someone in Florida who would pay for rocks to be shipped because there was nothing but sand for miles around his house. Hope they were paying for fancy rocks."
yeah, it's got to be good. Like, imagine just shipping like basic rocks. Like, you need the artisan rocks. Aquatic Arts sold
Yeah,
me my
not
favorite fish, even though they got his scientific name wrong.
what's the fish?
Yeah,
So
that's a good. Yeah,
the
well,
the ivory mystery snails and the ram's horn snails that are blowing up in my fish room came from Aquatic Arts like 4 or 5 years ago.
wow.
And I don't remember what fish I don't remember what fish I ordered. I don't have those fish anymore. No fault of Aquatic Arts. I did
So,
get a bunch of snails from them.
landing page.
I'm already a fan.
You're a fan.
Yeah, I'm already a fan. New arrivals at the top. You just kind of flick through them. I'm a fan of them.
Okay. No, I'm just curious. The phone situation. All right. Yeah, may as well just go. Yeah, new arrivals is good. I will say it's kind of weird when it's presented this way. I have a psychological thing. Like my brain doesn't trust that this is the newest arrivals for some reason. Like it's completely irrational, but like for some reason when it's like this, I just feel like it's just like whatever random ones they choose. Like I'm not saying that I actually believe it. I recognize that within my brain when it sees this, it's like, this isn't the new list. Where's the new list at? Like I want to click on the new fish button.
Maybe.
That's what I
And
want.
when you hover over the pictures, it gives you a little slideshow. I'm I'm liking that.
Oh, that's nice. But no. This is a good start. Um, I do hate. I hate when the top of the page is not separated by the body. This is what I was complaining about the other side. Like this, I hate when it's the same. It just looks like a piece of paper. I don't like it. I need the
Oh,
contrast. The navigation needs to have a different thing going on for me.
oh, I feel like that's a quirk. I don't.
Yeah.
I do. I think I like the old color scheme and layout a little bit better. I don't like the white because it's white, not because it's like paper. Maybe that is it. I just don't have
Well,
the
I
words
like
for it.
I like white. I'm just saying that the navigation, like the top bar, like it should be a different color than the section of website below it. So there's like a separation. You know what I'm saying? Because like the navigation is white, and immediately his body is white. Like, okay, I'm just gonna use my own site because I can't speak. Jesus Christ, bro, I can't
Oh,
even type. This is ridiculous. I just
all of the pictures do the slideshow too.
Yeah,
That's
I like this border on navigation. That's what I mean. Like I like the top
I
to
get
be a
what you mean.
different
Yeah,
color. But it is like a small nitpick. It doesn't actually matter. uh,
I think they need a new color scheme, but I like the
yeah. The black and
images.
white, it just doesn't have any like it gives you no brand recognition, like no personality. Like it just feels like another copy paste Shopify site. Oh, and it is a Shopify site, so maybe maybe that is. The fish is Sedantis decorus ex angelicus hybrid named Neko Arc. They sold him to me as S. Abliniadis. Quackos also sends free stickers each shipment. Oh, that's nice. Barbara said, I like the slideshow feature also. For the friends, I missed the old layout. It was soulful. Okay, so you missed about the old layout, just like the color scheme, because I kind of see that. Steve said I had Maple Leaf. It raised the pH, but nothing too bad. Sorry, Jack said to Steve, it raised it a little bit, nothing too bad. Biggest issue I had is it tends to tear my fish's fins. It did look pretty sharp. White's my favorite color, but the new site looks empty. Yep, yep,
It does look empty. I think it does need something to ground it.
yeah,
Footer, better for me, you're probably right in the navigation.
yeah. I do think it looks empty. Um, Another small thing. I really don't like reveals. I don't like when parts of the website do this animation thing. It just one, it's annoying to have to wait for the animation to finish before I can start reading the next part. But two, it's just like a accessibility thing, like a optimization thing. It's just another thing that slows the site down. Like people with bad internet and stuff, like it really, you know, we don't have bad enough internet to experience it. I just have been in situations where I've had bad internet and you use a website and it's got the reveals and you got 10 pictures loading in and stuff. And it's just like a pain. So I'm just not a fan of that. But again, it doesn't actually matter. Um, but it feels like I should be getting more like, oh, this is the weekly specials. But like, I think that emptiness thing just kind of, I have no reason to scroll down past the new arrivals, basically.
What about the how are you on the menus on the top like the filters?
Um, so definitely Aquahana, I think could take note
Yeah.
of like amphibians. I think this makes a lot more sense than miscellaneous for it's the same amount of things. Like they had Huna had axolotls and like frogs or something and crabs and then their gift card. It's like amphibians,
Yeah, that
axolotls.
that was
Yeah.
it looks like Aquatic Arts has most of the same category shenanigans as Akahuna. I think the only one that's different is they have AA bread, which I'm assuming is oh, probably Aquatic Arts bread.
Yep.
They
Yep.
do separate, not quite as bad. I don't see catfish at all. Oh, yes, I do. They don't have catfish and plecos, which is
No, they do the sub like when you go to catfish, it does pop up
yeah, but
this.
that's yeah, but that's not as bad.
Yeah, I mean
Not
you're
as
not.
bad as having it as a completely separate menu.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
but
good that.
the caves have caves in with the fish. That sucks.
Wait, what?
Get that out of here. We just came for the fish. If you click on catfish,
Oh, I see.
it shows pleco caves
Mm,
along with the fish. Like, bro, we came for the fish. Don't tell me
yeah,
that.
yeah, I don't like that.
Anyway,
I do like that
you
the
were
in
saying?
stock, out of stock is in the middle and at the top. I do like that. The price range thing slider too. I think not really too. I don't think I've used. I don't think there's been many times where I've been like, yeah, what's the cheapest fish that I could buy? Like that. That's not really how I buy fish. So, but I guess it's nice, like just filter out anything above whatever you don't want to spend.
I don't know
Um,
about that, man. The only time I use those sliders is if I'm looking at houses or cars. I can't think of a time I've used a slider that wasn't one of the two.
I could see that.
Like if it's a like you know what I'm saying? I don't.
I I think you're right that it's better to have these sub things than just one long category thing. Although it's kind of interesting that like yeah, still they kind of have the same length of categories with more of these sub slots. Um, so, but I mean, I think that the catfish like yeah, I think this is fine. The two betas being separated into male and females. I guess that makes sense. I'm not really a better person, so. But look, they have all freshwater fish, which is what I like. I like when that is actually a thing here. I like all. Even though you click on fish, it does
Yeah.
go to all. Like, I just, it's like a little thing. Just a little thing. Um,
I, I don't know. I'm getting. I do. There's certain things about this I do like, but I like the old menu better,
okay.
100%.
Were there categories different?
And my, no, I think the categories were largely the same,
Okay.
but it was. I don't know exactly how it's different. Maybe it just looks different.
Yeah.
Somebody comment is am I crazy? Was it different or does it just look different, like different colors?
Fresh Ones TV says how I'd split them, or it'd be even funnier have Laura Choroids, and Plecos in one group, and Sileroids, all others in another. If only we were all so educated. I think what Aquahunted, I don't, I like the invertebrates tab. Like, I think that if you have a lot of stuff, I just think that makes more sense than to put the crabs and miscellaneous and the shrimp and
Yeah, their
snails.
their
So like,
miscellaneous section was crazy.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I think that was like the worst thing. I think that just invertebrates, even beginners know invertebrates. I think that's totally reasonable.
All right. Now that I've gotten over the initial impress, being impressed by the new arrivals at the top, don't know that I like the horizontal scrolling as much.
I think that's I was doing a bad job of processing my brain to like realize that was the main problem is the fact that it was scrolling horizontally.
You know what I always love about product arts is they have nearite snails and not just the regular ones, but the nice red racers, onion ones.
Yeah, they got a few. They definitely got a few. Jeez.
Sometimes it looks like they're on sale.
So now it's a sale. Oh, gotta get the deal. Come on,
Fin
man.
snails, fin snails for $40, and nice red racer nerites for $40.
Steve says Huna, it's Huna. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Okay.
These
I say
they I think
Munster with the U too. I got a speech
they
impediment.
told they they told you specifically too that it was Huna, and you still go with Hunter.
That's how just
Hilarious to me.
I know. And I
But
like them.
I just let you run with it.
Look,
I just let you run with it.
like I said, I people give me in my life, I say you're a monster. You're like monster, like the cheese. Wait, like look, I just say things wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. Um, I'm trying to think of the site that I was trying to think of. Okay, like it's just driving me crazy. Aquatic arts. Who else actually has a personality? Because like some of them, it's like I don't know. Like I was gonna do like live Aquaria, but like I'm never gonna like it's like not even a real thing. Like 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 no one cares. Who else actually? Well, let's do a
Places up to order.
let's do aquarium co-op. We're doing all the other YouTube related stores.
Yeah,
Aquariumcoop.com. Wait, is this really their front page? Oh, I mean, I guess yeah, that makes sense.
wait, what's their front page? What are you saying?
For
It just goes straight to product.
yeah, it's a straight Shopify type vibes.
I mean,
Why not?
I will say I've never had a problem finding things on this site.
Very
It
true.
has always seemed it's intuitive. I don't haven't used all of the features, but it never struck me as difficult to navigate. Where I know I've been on other sites and it's like, where do I go for that? I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I haven't had a problem for sure. Um, I've never even really
I,
thought about the fact this was their front page before. I mean,
it's not always though. I don't know. I think they got some cookie stuff going on because I feel like when I come to this page, I see what are essentially recommended products.
Featherfin said, "I assumed you checked the wet spot." Yeah, we did. We did. We like the wet spot. I think. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I got a soft spot for the wet spot.
but I feel like
Uh,
the site is it the best one we've looked? I don't know. It's one of the better ones we've looked at. Um,
it's not. No, it's not. It's not.
you
But
don't think
but
what?
the wet spot shoppable.
What's wrong with it?
Well, I mean, I don't really. It, I don't the. I don't know. I maybe for me, I don't like it because I like even though the old site was worse, that
That's
old site has a
you
special
got that.
place in
You
my
do have
heart.
that
I just
nostalgia
can't.
bias, man.
Yeah, like because like that's like first in the hobby, looking at fish I'd never seen before, like going every Friday and looking at like that was like a
'Cause
thing, and it's been taken away.
for me, this site does like it's the only one that does several of the things that we complain about right. Like small things like okay, it's got like a color scheme, but it's still clean. It's got separation, like it's all readable. The livestock categories are solid. It's got a new fish listings button. Like it does like a lot of the pages like they do like two or three or something, but all three I feel like they do like you know most of those kind of things, which I think is one of the better ones for buying fish at least.
Yeah,
Um, okay, co-op.
yeah. Back to the co-op.
Yeah, back
The only
to
thing that's clunky, the only thing clunky with the co-op shop to me is what's the difference between like fish food and like they kind of do that same thing that the other sites do where they got things in multiple categories, like the fish food and the breeding supplies. Like
yes,
I always hesitate, like because I'm I order the brine shrimp. Okay, so everybody they're my this is my favorite brine shrimp. But whenever I
right.
go to order, I always hesitate on which link I should click on. Am I clicking on fish food or am I clicking on breeding supplies?
It's
And
funny
I
because
think
like I
it,
expected there to be more food here when you said that, but it's sorry,
nope.
it's
So
just the
like I
fried
always
chicken.
click. I'm just going for brine shrimp. So it's like, do I click on fish food or do I click on breeding supplies? And then I always have this thing where I think I clicked on the other thing the last time, but it's in both places, and it's never registered in my mind really that it's in both places.
Right.
And so I just always hesitate every time. Is it going to be here or is it going to be there? But then
Uh,
I find it and it's fine.
What's I got the chat? Got to catch up. Steve was saying he wanted to get those Thunderbolt crayfish. Yeah, Steve, you got all sorts of crazy stuff. He said, "Oh, here we go again. How much is the green box tax going to cost us today?" The Featherfist said, "Live Aquarius is like a shitty PetSmart, but I lied. They sold me a deformed Gyrnochelis that was the wrong color. I wanted a regular, not a golden one. I'm sorry to hear that. Also, now I gotta look up what. Do you know what that is? She,
Never heard of
I'm assuming it's a catfish. Nope.
that. I,
Kind of looks like a
what is
catfish,
that?
but oh, this is algae eater, Chinese
The,
algae eater.
the, my kind of catfish? What is it?
No, no,
Oh, I guess it's like
yeah, it's algae eater.
utility fish.
These people are too smart, man. They just know all the line names. I'm just not there yet. I'm trying. Like Steve said, they're like pets on a share. I love how fast the new site is. By the way, the deformed algae eater is named Window Liquor, and she's been changing color recently. Okay, Window Liquor. It's a good one.
Good name for algae eater for sure.
Mm. Also, I've broken all of my aquarium co-op catch cups. So at this
Did you break?
point,
You've broken them?
yeah, I've broken all of them.
Wow. Are
I
you
dropped
serious?
I dropped them. And like one of them was like you can't see it's broken, but like it leaks water like a little bit. But that's not
Oh,
on them. I break everything. So I mean,
email customer support, you might get another one. But that's
I,
unfortunate. I have not broken mine.
uh, I've broken them all, unfortunately. I've given up the catch cups in general because I just break them all and it's too expensive. So I just give up. I give up.
But you know what? You know what? So I do like I have one catch cup because there are the times where I need to look like if I'm catching fish, you're sexing fish, whatever. Sometimes you just got to look at it from the side.
Hmm.
But like uh, cottage cheese and yogurt containers that's like the go-to catch cup. Like if I don't need to look at something too closely, or if the top down is good enough, it's all cottage cheese and in ricotta containers.
You know, I've been using that kind of stuff in those soup containers that I've been using those. How the hell do you break those? Listen, Steve,
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
they're not unbreakable. I don't know what to tell you. Drop it on the hard floor, man.
He,
It'll break.
I don't have, I mean,
Wood,
maybe I
no.
haven't dropped it, but I feel like I've dropped them and they've been fun.
Yeah.
And I
This
only
is
have one, so it's not like it's a bunch of use.
this is why I hate revealing stuff like animation stuff on sites so much. Like, look at this. So see, like I'm scrolling down, and at this bottom row, I can see, okay, that's the air pump, that's this, but there's two more items there. They just haven't animated in. They haven't been triggered for some reason, even though these, because it's going from left to right. And I go down a little, yeah, I go down a little bit more, and then these two items are there. But like I could have just assumed that the list was done because I'm scrolling down. I see these two. I still only see these two. I still only see these two. Oh, look at that. But there's two more items there. I hate that.
Yeah. Uh,
That's
yeah,
the
I guess.
that's the danger of that kind of thing.
Yeah. See, I guess the difference is like,
They're there too. I never known they had
yeah,
rubber
it doesn't. Yeah,
bands.
yeah. I don't. So I don't browse. I don't know because I know I mentioned like wanting to browse when we were looking at the other site. I don't really browse this site, so
Yeah, I mean I
I
get
don't
that.
care.
And I mean on the phone, I doubt it does that. Which probably is more relevant. Um, I don't know how
Like,
many,
yeah,
because I know people watch like YouTube videos and stuff primarily on their phone, but I'm curious how many people like. I hate shopping on my phone, like this kind of thing. So, oh shit, they brought the Enjoy Nature Daily hats back, and they said limited edition $35. Holy,
uh,
holy.
I know Steve's got his on the way.
Nick's playing soccer with his specimen container. Here's
I
three
knew it.
dollars worth of rubber bands for 14.99, but they're green. You know,
I knew it. I knew it.
I gotta like say, like, because I'll always end up talking about Queer Co-op. One of the reasons to talk about them so much is it's like relevant because we like them, we buy a lot of their products, right? Um, but that being said, it is really funny. Like with some things, it is like Steve is a super cynic on it, but sometimes I can't totally disagree with him. But I'm like, okay, I get it. It's green. But there's tons of other stuff we buy because of branding that are more expensive, like clothes and things like that. So like, it's there's nothing wrong with it, you know. Um, green rubber
Yeah,
bands, that's cool, man. That's cool.
I those rubber bands came out the day the day or the week that my Gemco order came in, and I ordered rubber bands, and I was actually disappointed because I would have sprung for some green rubber bands.
Well, they're supposed to be like perfect or something. Like I don't to give them a little bit of defense. They're supposed to be like specific for fish bagging and like
Yeah.
amazing or something.
Well,
Yeah.
that was the thing because the Gemco rubber bands that I got, they were supposed to be fish bag rubber bands too. But the thing is, when I got them, they don't look like any fish bag that I've ever seen in my life. Like they're thick and like so I was like, well, I don't. And I get that they're saying that it's a fish bag, and I think on the Gemco site they said it's the favorite or the best fish bag. Like I get that, but it's like, how is it both the best band and I've never seen anything this size or
Mm.
shape and purchase fish from
You know we
ever?
gotta do Gemco now. You know we gotta do
Oh my
Gemco.
God! Oh, we should have done Gemco in the beginning.
Wait, is there anything else you want to say
Listen,
about the co-op site?
whatever. It's been here. I do think that it's a decent enough site.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you go
want
there
to
to buy
know.
stuff.
But I think, and maybe I don't know how much this applies to some of these other sites. Like we were talking about Aquahuna and like maybe, and how difficult it was to like browse, and some of the other sites like how difficult it was to browse. And I wonder, I think there really is a difference between places that you go when you're looking for a specific product and places that you go to browse.
True.
I don't know, like, does anybody go to Aquarium Co-op and browse to see what's there, or do you just go because you need to re-up on Easy Green and Brine Shrimp?
I mean, I browsed
Everybody except
my
Steve.
when I first, found them. I browsed, but I mean, yeah. I will say that I wish that they had all everything. I think should have a all products button. Even though if you click on it, it'll do that. But I don't think that people realize that. My only real complaint about this site, which only applies to desktop, is this drop down. It really irritates me. 'Cause I'm the kind of person that I'm reading what's on the page, but I'm also navigating as I do that. So like this blocks my whole view. And like I don't need these photos are like irrelevant. It's so much wasted space. Like that's my only complaint. It blocks the half the page. Just
Well, so what about the hand in the picture? How does that feel to you?
just
Because I know,
just the
because
hand.
I've well, like, because I've heard in live stream, like I've heard him talk about how like, oh, people talk about like the sizes of things, and so the hand is supposed to give you that clue of the size of the thing, but it's also like, I don't want to
I mean,
see the product in somebody's hand. Like
this is
I
for
don't
five
always.
random like do that on the product page. Like I don't need it in the navigation.
No, I think it's on all the product. I'm not sure how they decided those are the ones that are going to show on the top, but I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh, for all the I mean, I get it for the products. Like, sure. Yeah. See how big it is? I like that. Just get it on my navigation. That's all my plan is. Although there you point out, like this does kind of seem like a reverse like zombies coming out of the ground thing. All the hands coming up. But I mean, we were talking about websites. Yeah, we got to go to this is gonna be the one.
Yeah, this
Uh,
is my favorite. This is the perfect website.
Sabarika said needs a banana for scale. You may be right about that.
Yeah.
This is like uh, it doesn't even feel like coming to this. It feels like we're not even looking at a website compared to everything else. Like look the whole right side of the screen. It doesn't even like scale to the size of my page right now, bro. Like
You can say no wrong. You can don't say anything bad about this website.
bro,
This is
look
perfection.
it no it look it doesn't even scale with the size.
This website.
This is the worst mobile optimization of all time.
Oh man.
So where do
Uh,
we even
so
begin with this?
I mean, it's a terrible website, but there these are if you're kitting out a fish room where you haven't gone here, you have missed out. Like don't kit out your fish room on Aquarium Co-op. Like that's gonna break the bank. But
Yes.
I'm here. I'm here. Get a pad and paper. You're gonna need it.
Yeah. So many people are
Write
like
down.
so many people are like my bank will recover. As soon as you said, like, you know
Yeah,
what, my big will recover. It's not worth it.
yeah. Oh no, no, it's definitely worth it. You get it, but you got to get your pad and pencil. You got to write down all the product numbers. You have to make sure that you look and make sure you get all of the matching products for the things that go together. Write them all down. Type up your email. Send it to them. Wait 3 to 5 business days for a response with your
Stop.
order
This is the worst fucking thing ever, bro. Like
to make sure everything is in stock, and then you
Featherfed.
confirm it via email, and then you'll finally get your product.
Like, bro, I thought you
But
would stop the steps, and there's still more steps. Like, it's the worst
no,
ordering
no,
experience of all time. It's like if I I may as well be sending a telegram. Like,
this is okay. But all of those valves that you got from me, they that's just how we got them. The
I
valves
know.
and the bubbler.
That's why I do
They
group
came.
orders.
They
I
came.
let you send the messenger pigeon. Cause look, Featherford's he's in the chat. He said looks turn of the century. Sabrina said turn of the Sabrina said turn of the century. I'm thinking oil lamps, not upgrading past Windows XP.
Yeah. Listen.
And
Uh,
I got my name right. Thank you. That might be the only name I get right tonight. Happy to help. Sorry.
these websites. You got Jim. You got Jimco.
Great. I mean, if I actually, that's because I've heard people said if I read this, I would definitely say Jim, Jim, Jimco. Oh no. Um.
Oh man.
Okay. So as far as sites
No.
go, like
Wait.
it's
Wait. You
ugly,
you're
but
not giving.
function.
You're not giving them the experience, man. We gotta find somebody put in a product we should find.
Oh God.
See how long it takes.
Oh God.
Let's pull up the air pump because that's I guess that's a thing that people
Okay. I'll put the link
if you're
in the chat.
yeah, if you're
Air pumps.
I,
Okay.
I think
Oh
co-op
right.
sells what the medium size pump
This one.
the the linear
Yeah. This is the one. I think.
yeah so this is the one I think this might be the one that co-op sells but then they sell smaller one and then larger one.
Yes.
You found it pretty quick though so you're good.
Yeah, but I mean, so I had this one. Now I have this one. Um,
Did you get yours from the coop or did you get yours from
I,
Jimco
I got
directly?
mine from the coop because I figured I could use the discount thing and make it worth it. Um,
No,
you
that's what I
know,
did.
when you go to the main site, like everything is different with the navigation. Then, this is the part that's a disaster. Like this is the part of the disaster. If you were just like, okay, air pumps, all right, fine. Like this is hideous. It's hard, you know, to read, but like I recognize this as navigation. Like, all right, aquascaping. This site has a lot of like rabbit holes and just dead spots. Like, look at where we're at. Like, I clicked aquascaping. Now we gotta almost play like a puzzle, like a old Flash game, like where you're just clicking random parts on the screen to progress the level. Like to realize these are buttons down here, like, and then we're in Driftwoods, and then there's no pictures of the Driftwoods. It's out of stock, probably because they haven't carried this since like 1996 or something like that. Like you could just go through this site forever finding dead ends. Like look at this lava rock discontinued. Why is it even still here?
Oh man.
This is so disrespectful, bro. Like I came all the way here just for this.
Big Steve says use the discount code so it's only 15% more than everyone else. And doesn't miss Steve does not miss an opportunity. But
He's
when I was making my when I was making my Gymco order when we were gonna do it, I was like, oh yeah, let me order all of these foods and spirulina and stuff and still discontinued.
they don't got, bro. Why did they have so many dead pages? Like it's crazy.
Listen, it's I yeah, I don't know, man. I hope they stick around because I do have plans one day. Like my next house is gonna have a fish room. I'm gonna need kitted out, so they need to stick around.
I hear you, but like I'll be totally honest and unbiased. If I came into this with no emotion, I came to this website and I clicked on this products page, I'd say whatever business has this website deserves to be out of business yesterday. Like I don't care how old it, bro. What the fuck am I looking at? Like this is the craziest, most unhinged shit I've ever
Listen,
seen. About look at this, bro. This looks like my desktop. This looks like my desktop with my folders all over the damn
it's
place.
listen.
What what
This
is
was cutting.
this?
This was cutting. This is cutting edge. This is cutting World Wide Web edge
No, this is
of
not cutting it.
30 years
This
ago.
is not cutting it.
Listen, this
Okay.
was. I guarantee you, a large part of Jimco's success is being first online with this system,
Yes.
and they've been there ever since. You can get anything from here. Like I was like, man, I need to get one of these storage tanks for water. Like, you can get anything from here.
I mean, have you ever like found something in your yard that you dropped like 10 years ago? Because like that's how this feels. Like, yeah, they've been here ever since, but are they they're a little worse for wear, man. It's a little worse for wear. It said, I've never heard of
Oh
this
man,
site. I took a look. I feel like some of these products are manufactured when my vintage meta frames were and haven't changed since. GeoCities and Angel Fire live on through this website alone. Steve said, I
yeah,
don't have
yeah,
anything
yeah.
against Jimco, but I've yet to ever order anything from them because there's nothing I've needed bad enough to go through that ridiculous process. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't, you were just like, oh yeah,
Nah,
you ordered from them like it wasn't
okay,
even a thing. Bro, you have to write down
no,
the product numbers and all this bullshit. Like,
yeah, you have to write down the exact, the product number and the quantity and the price because yeah, you gotta. And if you're not, and if it's not right, they'll correct you. And then you have to send another set of
so it's
emails
like doing your
to
goddamn
get it.
taxes. They know the answer, but you have to, you
It's
have to give the
it,
right
it's a
answer.
it's a lot. It's a lot like doing your taxes. No, honestly, what happens is you need like so for me, these um I needed the air valves. You probably can't see. I needed a bunch of air valves
I'm looking.
to expand my loop, right? I needed air valves to expand my loop, and I was like, oh dang, I don't want to order from the co-op because you're gonna end up paying like $1.50 or something
But by the
per.
way, I just want to say before I trash them anymore, I do want to do a group order soon. So
Hey, listen, I'm telling you,
I
they
do want
got
to do a
stuff
group
here like
order.
these filters. Some of these sponge filters, man, like
I need
go
sponge
for it. But like
filters. Yeah.
yeah, like I needed these air valves, and I was like, all right, what else can I get from Gemco to make this worth my while? And that's how I ended up finding all the dead ends and things that were discontinued. But I still needed the valves, so I got them, you know. And I'm probably gonna need another set when
Yeah.
if I get another 20 tanks, I'm gonna need another 25 air valves. And
Well, I need
I'm
to.
gonna come back to
Let me
Gemco.
know because I need more bags. I need all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah, and bags. Oh, man, a case of bags will last if you're not a everyday shipper. That case of bags will last you for the rest of your life.
I should know. I feel like I lost a bag. So I was like, there's no way that I'm out of fish bags. Like this is
I don't
crazy.
know, man. You're doing a lot. You do a lot of shipping. I only have bags for like auctions and stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
and that but those add up too because like some auctions, like if you take 20, 25 lots, you're double bagging, like it's 40 bags, like, you go through 100 bags. If you do two auctions in a month, it's like going through a few hundred. Uh, Featherfin said, honestly, it feels like going to a 50-year-old LFS in the middle of nowhere. Jack Buttons Art says the ones where you have to call for the price. Yeah, except you're calling them and you also have to tell them what the price is. And if you get it wrong, then they're gonna
they're
like
gonna be like that is not the right price.
they don't like grunt
Did you
or
mean this one?
something. I kind of imagine the people at Jim Co would like be like the people that work at House of Tropicals, basically, like the old guy with the long beard. Like that's what I imagine
You'd
is
be
picking up the
surprised.
phone.
You'd be surprised. I've only done through email, and it was a very pleasant experience. It was
Okay,
one of the better email experiences that I've had.
okay.
But we did have to go back and forth on a couple of items because I didn't do it right.
But Jack's ones are they. I mean, they have some items you have to call to get the price. Oh, really? Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah.
bro.
But like when I was ordering the bags, and what is that PBX whatever like that, I fat fingered one of the fat fingered one of the codes on my email, and it's like, did you mean this bag? Like, it'd be really nice to click on this
Yeah.
and add it to
Okay.
cart. But
I
like the variety,
look. I'm not saying. Look, the products and stuff are incredible. It's the process of buying them that is incredibly terrible. That's the problem. But you know, it could be intentional. It could be they don't want any more than the amount they currently have. Or like, which
yeah, that's a real thing too. There's a lot of businesses that do that. Like,
bro, that
they
I do
don't have
that.
the capacity.
I'll definitely do if I ever come to a thing where like I could see myself doing that. I could see myself doing that.
You're gonna have to call to order. Like, if I ever list any of my fish online, you're gonna have to call to order my Achilles, man. I'm
So you want people calling you to buy fish from you?
like,
Would you be willing to
put my
trade?
Google Assistant on it.
I have three very pretty female guppies.
My Gmail. I'm gonna put my Google Assistant on it. I'm not gonna answer for myself.
Steve said they're surprised they know the email. The kind that has labels for Botia, Macrocanthus because they never bothered to update them 20 years ago. Yeah, exactly like that, man. Yep, I relate to. I relate. I also know what Botia Maracanthus is, and I feel like that's a great analogy. Don't you, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm mesmerized by this drip emitter tubing hole punch.
Bro, are you for real right
What?
now?
I didn't even know that thing existed.
Drip
And like,
emitter.
it's only 65 cents.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Say the prices are good. Now you're calling and doing all this for like a 65-cent item. I haven't seen that shade of cyan since the default MS Paint palette was released. Holy shit, that is the default paint cyan.
It is. It is.
It definitely is, bro. Oh,
Like
here's the
this
call.
has the this is yeah, this is the old school HTML tables. I don't even think that is that even that syntax even work anymore? Like that, it's
I don't know.
crazy.
Let's hack the site right now, bro. So I mean, like, look, this is one of those sites where I would not stray off the beaten path. Like, you're gonna find horrors and terrors, just crazy artifacts of time gone by, and you know, God knows what updating this website's like. God, like, if they do update it, who knows what that's like. But
Yeah.
just because we did Jimco, you know the site that we got to do next, bro. We got to go to Aquabid.
Oh,
we
why?
gotta go,
How do we forget?
we gotta go to Aquafit.
First off, wait, you have your ad blockers on?
No,
Oh, you're living on the edge. You're gonna do Aquabid with no ad block?
we're getting the real experience, bro. Okay, we're
Ooh,
bringing the hard hitting stuff to the people. The regenerative blowers look like some sort of forced induction device for a card. If this website doesn't have a site counter, I'll be so disappointed. That's funny.
I didn't even look for one. It's
Um, I gotta say, immediately off the bat, this website looks like 50 years newer. I will say that. Like, it's crazy, but like,
oh, compared to
it's
Jimco. Oh
crazy.
yeah.
People say that that Aquafit is like ancient and like terrible, but it's actually looking pretty modern right now.
Honestly, Aquabid looks it's like one step better than Craigslist. To be honest, like it's not bad compared to
It's just a
those other ones.
text-based, newspaper looking
Yeah.
style. I mean, there are some weird artifacts of the site too, like Saturday Night Express. Like,
I've
This
never clicked on
is
these buttons in my life. Where are you?
about the Saturday Night Express. Every month, generally the third Saturday of the month, Aquabid has Saturday Night Express auctions. Look, this has a
Oh,
thousand views. Any new auctions? Just joined. I've been looking at Aquabid for years. Just wanted to see if there would ever be another one. Sooner or later. And he even has a signature.
oh,
And his, we have enough youth. What we need is a fountain of smart. Wow. Profound words. This is like going through history, man. And say, look, visit the new forms, aqua boards. You ever look at this?
oh,
Someone posted
no.
an introduction this month.
That's cool. Hey,
It's the first one
look
in,
at that.
in like 2 years. Hi, my name is Clay. I'm a registered North of California. I'm a fellow fish addict with multi-tank syndrome. I currently have 9 tanks, all of which are 40 gallons or less. Most being 10 gallons or less. I love to keep shrimp, rare pluckers, killifish, and a few cichlids. Wow. I'm fortunate to have recently met and purchased rainbow fish eggs directly from Gary Lang. Oh my God, bro. We got the
Oh, he's
Gary
name
Lang
dropping.
fanboy. They might be in that area. Gary Lang was just around here. And their username FishMerce95. So they're Fish Nurse born in 1995. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I just totally off track from the actual site.
Oh no, I went to check. I went to check the Killifish page while you were
Uh,
here. So
Jesse, howdy, howdy. What's up, Jesse? Fathom Aquatics, we have enough use, so we need a fountain of smart. Is he calling the young people dumb? Yes, I think.
I think that's yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
exactly what
think
it is.
so. Yeah, coming from Gemcode is really like doing the site a lot. I mean, besides the fact that it's like a shameless ad farm and it doesn't care about being the actual auction site that makes any sense as far as the auction function of it. Uh,
And oh my bad. You heard, but you heard when I what the Westbot changed their website and I never went back. So maybe they're afraid of the
I mean, what do you think of their
of what happened here.
categories, though? You, is it perfection? Is this where all the sites need to
I
copy?
mean, no, but I think this is it. I think it makes sense. I like some of the when you click the subheading, I think you get everything.
Like, look at
I
this.
mean, that makes sense.
Look at this. This is
Oh
like
no, it
the
doesn't.
freshwater fish. Then you go here. We got bantoids, catfish. And look, you click in. It's got like I think this might be the best fish sorting. But look, they got
Well,
cyprinids.
because it's sorted by classification, I think, for the most part, or maybe not.
For some of them, it is, and for some of them, it isn't. But like, I wish that if it was all sorted through all of them, then that would be like the best. But I guess not. Um, Man, there are a lot of ads. Angelfishpro.com.
Hey,
You ever? Let's just go. Should I go to this site? Like, look. There's literally five ads.
no.
There's 5 ads for this site right now on the page.
Do you
Like,
like your computer? Don't click on it.
how could it be a scam, bro? Get you blocked, please.
Oh,
Bro, I'm trying to fund Aquabid. Coming from Gemco, you mean upgrading from dial-up to DSL? I think it's kind of annoying that Dan still sells an Aquabed. Leave that for hobbyists. You have Dan's listings, like they be clogging up this site big time. Like it is annoying actually, because like I'm never gonna buy them off of here. Um,
maybe we should go to angelfishpro.com and take a look at that one. They got enough ads for it.
Wait, look, interested in killifish? American Killifish Association. Can't be mad at that.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm pretty sure somebody behind the site is like a long-term member.
yeah.
That banner is always there.
I'll say that
This site is intolerable without an ad blocker. I don't even know how you do it.
I don't honestly I don't even notice the ads. I don't.
Nah,
I
you
just
know what? I know this is why I miss auctions because if I'm on my phone and I'm checking on something I'm bidding on, once I can't get through the ads to like make sure I'm still good. And you know the other thing is like you got to log in. Like it's very insecure. Like so anybody who's on Aquabid, the fact you have to enter your password on almost every screen, like it's so like don't
yes.
please have a special Aquabid password
Yeah,
that you don't reuse anywhere else
that's a
because the
good
number of
point.
times you got to enter your password on these pages is just not a good idea.
That's a good point. Yeah, I would say like, the site is what it is. The worst thing is just how if you bid last second, it doesn't reset the clock. Like that's like it's called Aquabid and it's like one of the worst auction sites of all time. Like it doesn't have basic auction features like preventing someone from bidding last minute and setting like an ex ridiculously high auto bid. And then basically your only option to beat that is to set your auto bid ridiculously high. So if someone decides to do that, you don't automatically lose. Like it's crazy. But that being said, I've never lost an auction.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I've got too many standards to snipe auctions now.
I'm Googling Angelfish Pro.
Yeah,
Angelfish,
let's do
Fish
that.
for
Let's
Sale, American Express. They got a Reels account? Okay, let's Scam Advisor. Trust score. Trust score. It's not the best.
what's
It's 60. It's not quite mad. Okay, I'm clicking on the site. Wow, it's it's bad.
what do you think about that? What do you think about that video?
I mean, I do like that it doesn't do the parallax thing. I think that shit's overrated. I like this. I like that it just stays there. Um, wow. Okay. Um,
Does anybody know
oh,
what this fish is? The picture for breeding pairs? What is that?
um, picture for breeding. That's AI. I think that's AI. I'm pretty sure.
Dang it. What is? I mean, yeah, is it?
Yeah,
Why would that one be AI but all the other ones not?
I can, cause it's AI. I think
Yeah,
it's
but
AI.
why would the picture for breeding pairs be AI but all the other pictures aren't fish
I don't
that are
know
looking at?
why. Look, they're using AI here. These are all AI photos.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Go back down to the how big should my aquarium be with the big fake saltwater tank for the Angelfish Pro website.
Yeah. That
I
looks.
just, I mean, I wonder did somebody pay? Did somebody actually pay for for this site to be on Aquapad, or
I don't know.
are
I
those
mean, what can you
maybe it's some
even?
ad broker?
Why do they have? Okay, this is starting to get scary. I'm starting to get scared.
Do not enter your credit card information on this page.
I don't like how. Do you see how this top banner like grows out? I don't know how they did that. I really don't like it. It feels like oh, why did this open up? Oh, hit contact us. Okay. Oh, I'm off the site. I'm off the site. That got
All
scary
right.
real quick.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Oh, that was
Oh God, generated
so people are
images. Wait, you can still
talking about
yeah, go for it.
Aquabid. No, I'm going to the comments.
Yeah, you can
The way
still
you can
snipe.
still snipe like you could on. Yeah, you can still snipe. That's crazy.
Fathom, I think any
Generated
store
images.
selling
Yeah.
Aquavit within a standalone website is bad. They should be reported. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do think the oddballs does show what people care about. I do. I do think so. Maybe they don't have any legit breeding pairs. LOL. It's an AI Texas cyclocross with some fake apista. They were giving the fish couples
Jack is
pref.
the stack getting hacked in real time. Oh Lord. So if all your videos get taken down, we all know what happened.
Honestly, there's a lot of suspect. If I got hacked, I have a few suspects. Suspects.
But
Uh,
suspect number one is angelfishpros.com.
they have so like it's kind of crazy how many ads they paid for Aquavid though, right? Like, and then they like we went to Guppies. There's like two lists. Like, who's? I don't understand.
No, I don't.
Like,
I don't know how the Aquabit ads work. I don't know if those from the site or if it's some, you know, AdSense or something like that they get plugged in.
best thing about AI is it allows you to filter out less serious people. True. The banner is a grower, not a shower. Stop jacket.
Oh,
Guys, practice
I
safe
don't know.
browsing. It might take
I
some
don't
of my
know,
people.
man. Angelfish Pros got Snow White short fin plecos for $20. You're not gonna get Snow White pleco for cheaper than that.
Hey, just hand them
It says
hand them your bank account now.
pick up, pick up available at Fish Room.
Where? The
This is
site?
it's in PA.
Really? The site
Yeah.
get the site gives me like I thought it would be like some like Malaysian, drop fish drop
I
shipper or
that's
something.
exactly what I thought.
I did not
This
get
you can get
native
this.
English speaker from that site.
You can pick up these fish in Lansdowne, PA.
Wow. Okay. We're trained professionals. Do not try us at home. Yes. Do not go to these sites. Order them for $200. Have a $500 charge to your account from Taiwan.
Oh, they got a Facebook page and everything. Come on, man. Give me guys a chance.
Bro, everyone, your grandma's got a Facebook page. It's fine. Everyone's got a Facebook page.
Oh,
My
we got to
grandma,
put this in
my
the
grandma should have a Facebook page. She's constantly almost getting scammed, which is great.
they had a Valentine's Day promotion on their Facebook page.
Okay,
Roses are red, violets are
I
blue.
gotta
I
see
should have
this.
saved my money and bought a new fish or two. Oh wait, it continues. Angelfishpro.com is here to save a day. Happy Valentine's Day. They should have left off those last two lines.
Wait, Angelfish Pro.
This is hilarious.
Also, like, I don't get
Oh, I'm
people that name their business after one fish and then like they expect me to assume they sell other fish too. Because like I would just assume you only sell angelfish, you
I
know?
mean, that would be my assumption too. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but look, they got pictures. They got pictures of angelfish breeding. Might be legit. I don't see anybody complaining about stolen images.
The AI images. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Um,
That's hilarious.
I'm just stopping by r/aquariums real quick to
Oh,
see. Did you see this? Because last time there was a broken tank, we were debating if it was fake.
oh, yeah. Post your broken tank
You think this is fake? It's a came home to
for
this.
internet for internet clout. Post your broken tank.
The floor looks kind of dry. Not gonna lie.
Where's the tank?
Up here, it's on the little dresser.
Um, Computer froze. It's been too much browsing on Angelfish Pro.
I can't find Angelfish Pros. Is that what? No, Angelfish Pros. Fathom said, to be fair, I
You
haven't
know, it,
featherfin catfish. I'm like, featherfin, you haven't made anything about featherfin catfishes yet? Sorry, what were you saying there?
I don't I don't believe any tank less than 50 gallons explodes in anybody's living room. I just don't believe it.
They say the sand looks legit.
No. I don't believe unless you tell me that somebody hit it with a hammer or a rock fell. I don't believe any tank just
It's
mysteriously
microfractures.
exploded in their living.
It's
Get out of here.
microfractures, bro. I just think this floor looks
I don't believe that.
too. I don't know if it looks wet enough to me to have all this water. I mean, they said they came home to it, so maybe it's been a while. I mean, I don't know.
I don't believe any of them. So if you I want to interview somebody who's actually had a tank explode. 'Cause
Okay,
honestly, that's super scary, man. Like I would want to know what happened.
wait.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
Reddit
Okay.
has suspended this account. Wait, the person that posted this account's been suspended. That does
Yeah, it's
seem
posting
very suspicious.
posting posting broken things for internet cloud, man. I don't believe it.
You've never broken something.
Um, what we're okay, yes, I've broken things, but what we're saying here is spontaneous tank explosion. I don't believe in that.
Well, do you believe in this? That John had been posted this the other day. This My boyfriend built this gigantic in-wall DIY aquarium, left the country the next day. I'm terrified.
I don't believe that actually happened, and she's a fool if she didn't drain the tank immediately.
I think that he came back and later drained it, but you don't think this happened? I mean, look, it's real. We're seeing it.
It's a picture. I don't believe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people do things like this. Like I couldn't imagine a world. Couldn't imagine a world where I flew to my girlfriend's house, set up, built my own tank, and then left it half full after it previously broke. I just can't imagine that's a real scenario.
Oh, in the previous photo,
It's
they were
like
saying that it looked like they microwave use substrate. Uh,
microwave use substrate.
it probably didn't explode. It probably just cracked and popped. Okay, forensic fins. How can you tell? He said there are sand shadows behind the rocks. Sand shadows.
Oh, I don't think that they didn't maybe destroy the tank and take a picture of it. I just don't think that it randomly
Okay,
broke.
okay. I see what you're saying. Oh my God, I just showed my spouse that thread on Reddit. It was a wild ride. Start to finish. Update said she tore it down, but I love reading Reddit fanfic. So,
That's what it is. That yeah, it's Reddit fan fiction. There's no absolutely no way that happened.
I mean, this is such a confusing, like, it just looks so bad. Like, nothing about this looks like like, if I did build this, there's no way I could walk away from it. Like, you would have to immediately deconstruct it. Like, you just look at it and be like, yeah, this isn't gonna fucking work. Like, no way.
I'm trying to figure out what is this thing hanging from the top that
It's
looks like a net with like half with like gunk collected. Like what is that even supposed to be?
I mean, I think it might just be the net they're using to like
Like
do stuff
this is
in
yeah,
there.
we've talked about this too long. This didn't happen. Didn't happen.
This didn't happen, bro.
This didn't happen, man. I mean, it's, oh, it is a net. It's a net full of. Come on, man. These guys giving fish people bad names.
See, and
This is
then
crazy.
this is the update. This doesn't even look like the same. This is the same place. It looks totally different. But I guess not having a tank in the wall changes things.
I would love a tank on wall, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What?
Wait,
Oh,
what's this? Oh, well, what else? What do we have here? I didn't see the update.
oh, you didn't see the update?
I just yeah, just hold on. Let me
Oh. You
see
gotta
the
be
update.
looking at the screen of the Discord, bro. You're used to the YouTube
No, no, no.
stuff.
I am
Okay,
looking at the
okay,
screen on the Discord, but I
okay.
didn't.
So let's read
I'm
the
looking at their
update.
house now.
Let me read
Why are
what
you looking
the
at the?
they disassembled it in the
What?
driveway. That's the update. He lives in
What's
another
with that
country
picture though?
part-time.
I just want to understand the picture. Oh, is the picture where it used to be?
Yes.
Oh no, that's that. No, I don't believe that. Look how thin it is. I don't believe this.
You don't believe it's the same. Wait, let me go back to the other
Scroll,
one.
scroll up. I don't. The same picture.
Uh, Also, like your boyfriend lives in another country part-time. Like it's kind of convenient. It's kind of convenient for this fanfic. Wait, sorry. I was looking at the top post for the month. Okay,
And they got top post out of this. Come
yeah, it's one of the top. Wait, yeah, look at. Okay, wait. The back room is green. You got the door there. Okay. No, I mean it's the
trying to read the
same.
comments. I keep
It's the same
forgetting.
place. It's the same place. I see it.
But
Looks.
they was it supposed to be? Was it an 8 inch deep frame?
She claimed
Like
there
was it
was.
just the thickness of the wall?
Wait, she claimed there was no way to access the top of the tank. Featherfin said whole story sound fishy. Sabrika said like
Yeah.
no openings. He pond linered the wall instead of using glass. That loach looks like me right now, just Chinese food. After hundreds of hours of DIY videos, he built it. Bruh, do you mean you slept through hundreds of hours of DIY videos? I was convinced the tank was disassembled in the wall with how bad it looked. Bro, yeah. This is not a relationship you should stay in. That's all I know. If you're looking for a red flag for someone like them being this stupid,
Yeah, definitely a red. Yeah, yeah.
but you're also stupid for letting them do it. So I mean, there's no winners here. Um, I don't. It's like I feel like I'm at the point where I no longer am interested in debating if something could be kept in X-sized thing. Like, can X-sized fish be kept in X? Like, I don't know. Like, do you feel like you're just desensitized to that kind of thing after a while?
Wait, this is the type of what fish?
Like, are you desensitized to just like arguing about can this fish fit in this size tank kind of a thing?
I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Because
I can't get in. I can't. I don't
that's
even
what I'm saying.
check out.
I see this kind of post like I could never go and comment. I just can't bring myself to care. Like I'm just so burnt out from this kind of thing.
I mean, honestly, because like I don't have the best take on this, but like 25 gallons, 18 adult, what guppies? Wait,
Like yeah, it
18 adult
says
cardinals,
yeah, 18 adult
guppies.
cardinals, two female, one male guppy, one Daniel, and countless guppy fry.
How long
So
has it
yeah,
been set up?
um, months ago they
Because
say.
honestly, more power to it. If it looks that good after a couple of months with all those fish, they're doing something.
Realistically, fish have been kept in much worse condition. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I gonna do? Come here
Look,
and convince this person to
it's
like move
25.
the fish?
Yeah, it's 25 gallons. I doubt all 18 of those cardinals are still there, but like it's 25 gallons and some guppies. Like and if it's not completely covered in algae, like they're not overfeeding it. Like now we can't see the fish, right? So if the fish are in there starving, obviously that's a problem. But like it's I, I kind of wish I had that container because I would
Yeah.
probably do something similar. I mean, less
Uh,
fish, but I'd probably do something.
and when I was in a fish store in the UK, they had like a bunch of tanks like this, like BioOrb things. Um, had them set on a tractor red flag some that way. The flag is only red if you have highlight and CO2. Here I am with
And
seven
I'm
white
here with
clouds
seven
and a,
white clouds.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, don't take my advice.
Temper has nice tanks. Steve said those blue galars I got from Blake are really good, nice. People on Feather Friends, yeah, don't ask stocking advice online. People will jump down your throat for bet anything less 50 God. Always bring a CO2 drop
Yeah,
checker on every date. Okay, this getting a little bit off the rails. They probably want a rage bait to get more people to click. But see, that's what I think about Reddit is like, how do you monetize upvotes? Like at least on other platforms, like getting views, like I see the direct line to like making money or something, but on Reddit, it's like the hell does getting a bunch of upvotes do for you?
oh, it's for the fields, I guess. But didn't Reddit get bought by somebody? It's Reddit's getting ready to get monetized.
It went public, I believe. That's like the
It got
last.
bought by venture capital.
Redditors need the karma to
Redditors
comment. Oh,
need
what?
what does that mean?
Well, some places do have a karma requirement, like you need like 50 karma or something to comment there. Um,
So they go on one thread to
yeah,
get karma and then
but like you had to do that once. I don't know.
Big Steve got Dragon's Bossy to spawn.
Yep, you used it from
Nice.
Steve. You showed me the video. Steve already rubbed it in my face. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of the
You spawned.
Nanochromis. He got the yeah, he got the Nanochromis to spawn. You got the Drakenfelsey, the Pufferchromis. Let's go. You got everything to spawn, man. I hate you. I hate you so much.
It's all in. That's right.
Even my time on 4chan was no productive. Oh my god, bro. That that is it's a little hard to believe. I'm worried for you. I'm worried for you. It's like everything on here is just what are
Oh,
these? What are these? Although this does look strange. What the hell is this? What? Am I high right now? What's going on? Why are there shooting
no.
stars
What
to this
is that?
person's aquarium?
What is that? That's a camera trick, man.
Yeah,
That's
what? Does anyone have a Yeah, I
my
think it
theory is
yeah.
camera tricks. Can you go back to when the fish is in the frame?
Yeah, their camera's gotta be messed up. Yeah, 'cause look, the plants are moving weird too. Like there's a ton of strange things going on.
They did a good job with it. Well,
Yeah, it's there's all sorts of weird
they're doing it.
artifacts.
That's a
What do you
cool
say?
thing. Was a cool thing.
Yeah.
The
I'm
discus
surprised you haven't gotten discus yet, man. I'm surprised.
is on cheap.
You're not that cheap. Come on.
I'm cheap enough. I told you I don't buy $50 fish.
I'm mad. I'm
Three
still
hundred dollar
mad at
canister, $300 canister, but canister filters go on my list, but $50 fish don't go.
hmm, I think the fish I feel the most catfish by is the African butterfly fish. Like I'm still mad at how ugly they look from the side. Like it makes me sad because it looks so cool from above.
Is that really it, or is this some clickbaity picture that you got?
I thought that's what they look like, or it's a similar kind. Yeah, yeah, that's what they look like. They look nice from above. They look like hideous. Like that's a good picture of them from the side. Like this is probably what it looks like in the store.
That's terrible. That's
No,
poor, unfortunate fish.
this is kind of yeah. Damn, that is real ugly, bro. That's real ugly.
But it kind of makes me want to get a pond.
It does.
'Cause that's dope from the top.
I have friends I still talk to from 4chan. Oh my God, something awful is cringe, or at least embrace that cringe. True. It's one of the best places to discuss niche hobbies. Interesting. I'm bothered by the slow charge speed. I've left the fry with the Nanochromis. The way they swarm the parents is pretty cool. Hope they don't eat them, but right now they seem pretty obsessed with them. Oh, I'm so jealous of you, bro. Spine and Nanochromis is like, that's awesome. MySpace angelfish. African butterfly fish are mini arowanas, basically. That's what John said. Always make me think of a water spider. No, they still look weird to me. I'm sorry. You can make that work, just put like a 1 foot high pond in your house. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll just do that. Easy. Easy. Jeez, dude. I don't
Oh,
know.
are they in? They're in the. Is that the African butterflies in the same order as the arowana? I didn't know that. Interesting.
Really.
But I think that's what Featherfins is saying. I'm not interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin to guess with them. They look so alien. Oh, now this is this is the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate this.
Ooh,
I hate it. Okay, update and approve a point. Fluval 9-gallon pink and white theme 2 months in. There's no way that
is
these
there
pro
fish somewhere?
there's a bed on the top right. There's no way this looks good in the updated pictures. Let's see. Because like the white is just gonna be brown and greenish, right? All right, here's the ivory mystery snail. Oh wait, this is the tank 2 months in. Okay. Wow, it's a lot of emojis for a Reddit post. I know I'm inevitably going to delete this post. That's the last time I got eaten alive, even harassed by a specific user. Oh my God, bro. Really? Yes, there's some algae growth. I was under no delusion there wouldn't be, but it's not anything to me my scrubber and a mystery snail can't handle. No, neither of them are shredded nor horrifically maimed by my soft fake plant. Okay. I feel sorry for this person.
Honestly, it doesn't even look that bad. I just wish there was a little more contrast to the fish.
Yeah.
Just everything.
I mean, it looks bad in the sense
Like
that
if it was a
it's a children's kind of
black
tank
betta.
look, but
I mean, to each his own. I would think a black betta would.
mm, true. Oh, Featherfin says, yeah, they are in the same order. Fathom said that pink tank is my next aquascape. If you want an African fish that sits at the top and has similar fins that looks less weird, get a school of the classic upside down catfish. Yeah, those are cool. It looks like a photo with an IR filter. Yes, the African butterfly fish are related to arowanas. Okay, okay. Bony tongues. Too pink for you, feather films? Really? Oh, God. For new fish tank beginners or anyone, this means you, Aaron. Anyone. This guide will help you. Wow. Be aware before you buy. Uh, you want to hear a hot take, bro? Want to hear a hot take? And the hot take isn't that the nitrogen cycle is like reached a point where it's going to do more damage than than good. We've now
Well,
reached the point where the corporations are weaponizing how low the bar has been. Now, when the Petco shows you how big a fish gets, it's oh my God, they care. They're finally keeping people from putting this monster fish in a 2 gallon. But bro, they aren't. They're still selling Berkshires for like $5. The fish are still
I
gonna end
mean,
up in a tank that's too small. Like it's like, oh my gosh, they wrote on the blackboard at the store like, don't forget to cycle your tank. Like it's what is it? The bigotry of low expectations on the stuff. Like it just feels like now we're reaching the point where everyone has agreed that these like bare minimum concepts of like understanding how fish don't die in your aquarium and stuff like are important. Now it's like they're turning into marketing, like low effort marketing for big retail stores.
I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like what I don't understand. Well, I guess I do understand because nobody buys them, so they're cheap, right? Like why the big fish are cheap. You know, you get Oscar for $5. Like they make 100 of them or thousands of them at a time, and nobody really buys it. So I do get that, but like, what are we supposed to do with this? Like the economics of all these fish that get too big and reproduce too quickly. I mean, I think you just not sell them, right? But
Right. I mean, and that's like Dan's fish. He says that's why it doesn't sell the bigger fish. It's for that reason. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. When I see stuff like this, it's like at this point you're into rules. You're not even into fish keeping. You're into like I want to do this exact list of things exactly like this. It makes me feel secure. Like 6 to 8 hours of light provides a natural daytime cycle for your fish and benefits live plants, except for the fish that come from places where the light cycle is not 6 to 8 hours of light. You know, like that. That's where
yeah,
you
I
get.
don't.
That's where you get
It's.
into with like these kind of like rules for all this kind of stuff. It's like you'll get a community take and you got fish from different continents in there.
I mean, the rules. The rules only. Like, it's important to know how things work, but like whenever I've tried
Yes.
to like follow anybody's rules, it's been a problem. Whether it's trying to incubate something, trying to breed something, it's like, oh, you do this, 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 and this, and it works. And it's like it didn't work for me. So understand the rules is one thing, but like, yeah,
Right.
there's no magic formula for keeping these fish. Like we follow all
Actually,
these instructions like
actually,
for it.
actually, you know what? You didn't see my other stream, so actually, I do have magic for you. I do have magic for
Oh,
you,
do
and
you?
you're an aquascaper,
Oh, oh,
right?
oh.
Well, I, we were going over the complete success soil. Okay. Actually, I didn't even look at the photo of the soil itself when I was on stream. So here's the soil. Now, if you're thinking that this looks like shit, well, you actually are onto something, my friend. Because this is what is in the success soil. Oh, wait, while you start reading that, 1 second, let me read the chat for a second. Feather Films said, too many Charger drivers to quit selling Oscars. So he said, hey, Nick, if you got my back of any of these Central Maryland boys get on me Sunday, I'm stepping in enemy territory. I got you, Steve. I got you. Of course. I'll get the chair. I'll hit him with the chair. I think it's an admirable attempt to generalize for the public who likely doesn't know chlorine in tap water. And you know what? And that's a good point. I thank you for the pushback. That is true. That is true. All right. Yes, the father fish success soil. I just feel like you said you want to be an aquascaper. Me personally, I feel like you could do a bit better with your plants. So like, I don't know. I just feel like Maybe this is this is what you've been missing.
I'm trying to understand. How does it have instructions? How are you supposed to use this? How much per gallon? Or
Well,
how,
you
yeah.
have you not watched his YouTube
Oh,
videos?
hold on, what's it?
Well, this is the
What?
75-gallon kit, just so you know. It's 99.95 complete soil for 75-gallon aquariums. Large tank substrate
Oh,
system.
two. Wait, okay, you mix it, you make it with mud, and you cap it with 2 inches, but it doesn't tell you how much is in the bag.
The amount in the bag is for a 75-gallon aquarium. That's all I can tell you, my friend. Look, it says right here, the depth of this mud layer, the soil you receive is complete and ready for use as a bioactive rich permanent soil-based substrate. Wet the product to a thick mud consistency. The depth of this
A
mud layer
one
is
inch.
1 inch, cap with 2 inches
Inch
of
of that
sand.
stuff? Bro, it's got so much. It's a lot of
And you have a fully
compost,
functional
castings, hummus, compost. Is
dichotomous
compost on here twice?
type of no, no,
Compost
it's
is on
different.
here twice.
Wait, I didn't
Hummus,
see.
wait, I'm just counting all the organic stuff. Hummus, worm castings, compost, compost again, blood meal, bone meal, fat guano, and fun. It's like 8 different
Wait, wait,
organic
wait, I got you. Wait, I got
waste
you.
sources.
It's fine, it's fine. Wait. Okay, this one compost,
That's a lot
this is
of
the
nutrients
25.
in
This is
that.
a 25-gallon one. Okay, compost is not on there twice.
Yeah,
That
I'm assuming this is
some intern uploaded the other one. Forget you even saw that. That was
no,
sabotage.
they're both no compost is on here twice.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. Don't.
Worm castings, compost,
No.
biochar, compost.
You don't see it. You don't see
It's
it.
got 8 different. It's got 8 different sources of organic waste in this with some diatomaceous earth,
Nick be
limestone,
like,
and
that's
clay.
him. That's him. Get
Maybe
him.
you know what? Maybe the percentages. Maybe this is the order of ingredients is not like typically when you put the most. The thing that's the most is the first one. Maybe the order is just,
I
and
mean,
it's not as
there's
much
this is nothing like
crap in here
anything
as
used
the.
before.
As,
Nothing about it is typical. Okay, this is success in a soil.
I mean, honestly, I'd want to try it, but I don't want to. I don't like cap substrates.
You want to put this?
I mean, I
Okay.
don't want to put. I want to try it. It might.
There's no other way you could try it. You had to put it in the freaking aquarium, bro. First, I feel like anything could do oxygen exchange. I don't know what diatomaceous earth is really doing, but I think the funniest thing is like one, it's like multiple types of shit in here. Like cow,
It's a bag.
there's cow,
Yeah, it's a
there's
bag of manure.
there's cow, because the compost is fermented cow manure. Then it has back guano, and it has where's the other thing? I thought there was another kind of manure there. I don't know. That
I mean, the
that
blood meal and bone meal.
yeah, bone meal. And then this is what
The
I
worm castings is also.
oh that's what I was looking for. There you go. Um,
Mm. And the hummus is also
gross. Well, this is what I think is
organic.
funny. They say the bone meal is like so blood meal has phosphate, then the bone meal is the main source of organic phosphate. But then down here it also lists phosphate. So I was
Phosphate.
so I was like, is this inorganic phosphate? Because we already have the
I just
main
want to
source.
know who has tried this. I just want to see what are the reviews. Oh, 4.5 stars. It probably works. I kind of want to try it.
Amazing soil. The quality was impeccable. So rich and versatile. You could use it for fish tanks, aquariums, biotopes. Sift through it first to make sure I had to sift through it first to make sure it didn't have any sticks or unwanted things. Turns out I was just wasting my time. Amazing quality. Love this stuff. Thank you, Father Fish. Uh,
I want to see a picture of somebody's tank with this stuff.
Looks is gonna look like shit. Billy said it's literally dirt, and I got caught up in the hype. Just buy an organic potting soil for $5. She'll be fine. Dirt is dirt. Oh, this guy's a hater. Oh, looks like a guy named
Yeah,
Aaron.
he's a hater.
Delivered very fast. Well packaged. Will begin my dirt substrate tank shortly. Oh,
Oh,
you
bro
reviewing?
reviewed it before he even used it.
I think most of these people have. Wait, let's catch up with the chat real quick. Sounds like Barbara said sounds like it'll be great for my tomato plant. Barbara said you use what an inch per gallon. Sabrina said that's what she said. Featherfin said, let's put shit in the tank. Jeffrey, I don't use ferts anymore. Sand and fish poop all I need. Empress said wait, Emperor After said I got the Aqua Frida for my 20 long tank. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Hold your horses. Someone in the chat has actually gotten this stuff.
Oh
We need
wait,
to.
really?
Yeah, he said he got it for the 20 long. Let's hear the report, man.
I don't see that. All right, I want to see the report.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
mean,
you gotta post your yeah, post your picture, post a picture of your tank. We won't put it online, but I must know.
how long has it been? Oh, it's their first tank, so
Oh, it's your first tank.
mm,
All
we're gonna
right.
find out.
So when I did do soil before, and uh things grew very fast, very quickly, and then everything crashed.
Sorry,
That's the last
Fe-
time I did it.
Featherfin said three poop soil like three cheese
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah, yeah. That's a lot. I wish you the greatest success uh, imprint after.
Yeah, you'll be
I
fine.
really do.
You'll be fine. 11 reviews for Indonesian review for. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. He's got fans. He's got supporters. He's got imprint in the chat. Out in LA. Look, that's out in
I
LA, bro. Maryland to LA.
I really want to see this take.
We're waiting for bated breath. Imprint he's been holding it down in the chat, so we they've been planning this
Well,
tank
oh,
for a
do we know?
while.
I mean, imprint after. I don't know what the name means, but I there's a company called Imprint that prints. Like you get branded material. So that's the first thing I thought of. So I wasn't sure if this is a real person, but wanted to put supplements anyway. Do not put any supplements in this tank. don't, don't put any
Well,
supplements
I
in this
think
tank
yeah,
until you're sure the plants are growing and there's no algae. Just like, don't,
yeah, I think he
yeah,
did it instead of
just
the.
okay.
To be fair, I think the plan
Dirt.
was to put
What's aquafina?
pea puffers in this tank, so it's something that won't be messing with the substrate much, at least.
Aquafina. Oh, two
Just
different kinds of soil. Wait. Oh, wait. You use dirt and dirt? Wait, dirt and fatherfish dirt? What did you say? I just used
yes,
dirt and so you got regular dirt and the fatherfish dirt. All right. I wish you the most success.
bro, don't be jealous. You don't.
Honestly, I honestly no. Listen, every so that's the one thing that's good about this hobby, man. Experiment, try things out. I just hate when people say like, "Oh, this is the thing that's gonna work,"
It's
and then
not
they get a bunch.
not dirt.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay, I'm, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I mean, it is dirt and dirt, but I take your point. I'm just saying.
It's it's dirt
I
and
hate
father
when
fish dirt.
people. It's right. That's what I thought I said. Dirt and fatherfish dirt.
Three cheese poop pizza.
I just hate. I hate when people say like this is the best way, and then they give you like this package that's supposed to be the best thing. Like there's very few things in this hobby that are the best thing. Very few things.
This is one of them. It's success.
It's I guarantee you that this is not the best. So I have so
But look,
did
this
I
is
tell you about my
this.
15? My I
Wait, this is a father fish tank right here. Wait, go back. Go back
believe
to
he
the.
used it in his own tank. So
See?
uh, That's not. I don't see an inch of aquaprito on the bottom of that. That looks like less than an inch to me. And he had this. I've seen this tank longer than
There's
he's been
also
making. Like,
a filter of some kind, a
well,
heater.
but like, okay, here's the thing though. Like, he has these tanks, and they're like, oh god, they're. I mean, a lightly stocked, heavily planted tank will take you very far. You don't need anything. And like it's like that's like so like if you start with a lightly stocked, heavily planted tank, you really have nowhere to go but up. Like you
Mm.
can dump whatever you want and you'll be fine. So to do that and then be like, oh, I got this magic whatever dirt, like come on.
Wait, dude, they have them making the dirt right here. This
I'm
is
not saying he
crazy.
doesn't make the product. I'm saying,
But I'm saying that you can see that it's the
well, I
best.
mean, look,
This is crazy. They got the big mixer thing.
I mean, I was gonna say I got so in my 15 10 gallon rack, I've tried a bunch of substrates. Well, not a bunch. Let's see. I tried 10, about 10 or so different substrates: aqua soils, gravel, sands, a couple different aqua soils, sand, fluval stratum, the eco complete. What's the fluval clay one?
Fluorite.
Um, yeah, the fluorite. Um,
Yo.
initially, they all pretty much work the same,
Right.
and like 5 years in, 3 or 4 years in, to be honest, the for like this is for long term, not aquascape but planted. I can whatever, but like the fluorite is actually pretty good, and the
Mm,
eco complete is actually really good too.
mm,
All the aqua soils kind of petered out. They still work, but they just don't grow as good as they used to.
yeah.
But for a long term tank, those clay based stuff, I would go clay or sand, clay or sand,
Yeah. I'm with
if
you.
you want to keep it for 3 years.
I'm with you. It lets it
I
kind of
wouldn't
build
I
itself
wouldn't do
up.
yeah, I wouldn't do any aqua soil or dirt for a long term tank.
The
I
aqua
mean,
soil
maybe
just
the
seems to
dirt is
it seems
good
to
and
break
you can
down
sand
over
cap.
time poorly. Like it doesn't. It's kind
Yeah,
of like falls apart and doesn't like create new nutrients. Like it doesn't let things down into it well or something. I don't know.
that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Once it breaks down, uh, it's not really useful as a substrate anymore. Like obviously, it's not gonna nuke. It doesn't nuke your tank or anything like that. It's just not useful anymore.
Right.
Like even like the 88, like the 88 one, it's a 1 year, pretty much what you got.
Yeah.
The
That's
some
useless.
of the other ones last a little bit longer. Like I think the UNS one is pretty good. Fluval stratum is pretty good long term. I think the UNS is probably better long term
Mm.
because I've had all these, but like it doesn't really matter. My point. That's my point. The
Bro,
substrate don't matter.
for after he said, Barbara said I don't know if I personally use it in a tank. I really do hope it works out for you. But the for after, I think this was to you. He said, "I'll try to take check me." He said, take check me.
Huh?
He said, "Ugg trying to tank check
No,
me."
I wasn't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean tank check anybody. Nah, Steve. None of my tanks have CO2 except for my display tank, and I only have a very little bit of CO2 going into that.
It was only $30. I
I
spend
mean,
more on lunch than that. Man, bro, you really eating out there, huh?
$3 not a bad price for the 75 gallon one.
No, no, that was 100. The 75-gallon one was 100.
Yeah, that's not a good price. You might as
Well,
well get aqua soil.
do you see we got the ingredients right here?
Yeah, about a scoop, huh?
Yeah.
let's see, 5 scoops black earth, 10 scoops, 15 scoops of manure. I don't know what the rest of the stuff is.
Uh,
Oh, that's like, bro, that's like, I can't, her hand is covering up some of the other
yeah.
stuff, but that's like 90% manure.
We got 1 scoop bone meal, 1 scoop blood meal.
Oh, now you got the full one.
Yeah,
1, 2.5. I don't know what Mycos is.
Mycos.
And
Oh, it's some root enhancer.
fertilizer. I'm gonna put that with the half
Epsom.
scoop of urea. Is that what that says? Is
Where?
that a half scoop of urea?
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
looks like.
okay. So you got the one, two, yeah, that's a lot.
Phosphate.
10 scoops of worm castings. That's a lot.
It's interesting that like they got the Epsom salt in there. Wait, this is the full thing.
They tell you how to make it too. Oh, 5 scoops of biochar. Okay, well, so I guess it's not. Then it's 5 scoops of black earth. Yeah, man, that's a lot. I mean, it's just that's a lot of nutrients, bro.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that worm castings is the most scoops. It's 10 scoops of worm castings, bro. That's
Seems like a lot.
that's a lot. Uh, the other thing that's kind of funny, um, I just think is interesting. It's like, okay, success soil, it's everything. The, the thing with father fish, like, I don't watch him enough. Some people have complaints about him being like regressive or calling people down, whatever. But the thing with me is, it's always the quality of information. And like he says, this is a permanent, this is a permanent, complete, whatever. As in, it just doesn't really seem to be the case. But also on the label here, I just think, this is where I said him and Corey should have beef, because at the end it just says here, for an all natural supply of potassium and to avoid using liquid fertilizers, which is like, what? That seems kind of out of nowhere. Like, why do I want to avoid that? Feed your fish small doses of spinach regularly. Spinach is very rich in potassium and low in sugars, about 0.4%. So they go through all this effort, and then with potassium, they're just like, okay, anyways, feed your fish spinach, but don't use any liquid fertilizers. Feed your fish spinach. Don't. Hey, put the green bottle down.
The yellow bottle,
The
right?
yellow
I
bottle
uh I
down.
did purchase I did purchase the yellow bottle.
Okay, okay.
I'm about halfway through the yellow bottle.
Well, you're doing it wrong. Good night, Barbara.
Yeah, night, folks. And then probably time then. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
UNS is a brand. They have tanks. They have aqua soils, and I I like I said, I would knowing what I know now. I don't know that I would switch from like an Eco Complete to. I think Eco Complete and aqua soils they're about the same price wise, and it's probably about the only thing you'll get that's cheaper. That's just as good. Uh, and then the clays are heavier. That's the kind of the other problem with it. So that's why I was just like I just went ahead with the aqua soils in the big tank because it is lighter than sand and clay. So
All right. Well,
just less backbreaking work.
Sabarika, good night. Stay baller as well. Thanks for stopping by. DIY CO2. Oh my gosh. First tank. You got the father fish soil. You're doing
Yeah, bro.
DIY
That's how you
CO2.
start.
This you're
That's how
you're
you
gonna.
start.
This is gonna be
You
fun,
get the
man.
magic bag. You get the magic bag. You get your DIY CO2. That's how you start. That's how everybody started. So don't feel bad, man.
No, it could be a
Good luck
success.
to you. I mean, you have fun, man. That's good. I think honestly, people start. They look at the expense of CO2 and planet takes and that stuff, and then they say, "I'm a DIY. Put some dirt in the bottom of it. See what happens."
When I did start, I did say I was gonna DIY CO2, but like I'm legitimately too lazy. so it just never happened. But I thought about
get you a real CO2, man. It,
it.
it's it's so easy. It's not bad at all. It's
Uh,
so easy.
all right. Well, man,
All right.
I appreciate you talking with me. I know we went a little late, but it was good. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah, we went long. Thanks y'all for hanging out. We will catch you guys in the next one. Are you
What?
my microphone?
No, you're good.
You didn't say anything. I was like,
I
I was
thought you were
winding
gonna
down.
keep
Thanks
going.
everybody for hanging out. Wait for you to jump in and do yours too.
All right, I was good. I've been wrapping off the stream after people hop off, so I have my like little routine I do. So
Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
yeah,
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn off the lights in here. The fish are probably crazy, thinking they were gonna get fed for 3 hours, but
yeah. All right, well, take it easy, man. I'll see you Sunday.
yeah. All right. Good luck on that tank imprint. We want to see pictures.
We do. We
All
do. All right, bye-bye.
right.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Beautiful people. Ali, I do not know why we went so late, but well, we started late, so that's part of the problem. You start late, you go late. I didn't even do any of the chores I was supposed to do. Like, what? But hey, you live, you learn. Night Feather Feelings, of course, we're all wishing Imprint success. No, good stream, fun times, a little late night, little off schedule kind of a thing. But you know, it's a time for everyone, right? You never know. I might stream in the morning. I'm streaming in the morning now, technically too, but you get what I'm saying. Uh, I feel like we stayed true to the titles, the subjects. A lot of sites got reviewed, a lot of feedback. Hey, if we gave any feedback on your site that was useful, let us know. If it was totally useless, if we're idiots, comment below how wrong we are, or whatever site you think we missed that we should have looked at. But honestly, less sites that would be interesting to look at came to my mind than I expected. The Gemco one was a trip, though. But anyways, you guys made it fun as always. Cool hanging out with you, and definitely got some streams coming up this week. I will be around, so don't be a stranger. Appreciate you. Keep on keeping on, and with that, I'm gonna have to say it's in my tanks out for now.